Plug your name on it.
And we're live.
Deadlands. Alvin.
Welcome to Game Night.
Hey, Facebook.
Hello, Facebook. Hello, TikTok. I know TikTok's been with us for a while, but that's okay. How y'all doing this week?
Howdy.
We are back to our Deadlands campaign.
As usual.
But yes, so there we go. Let me get my dice. I got to draw 3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the backdrop looks amazing on Facebook. That looks very cool back there.
Oh, geez. Well, that's kind of poetic. What's
I
going
was
on?
excited.
Hey, and Ben, get your dice ready because you're going to be doing some rolls against these yahoos tonight.
Slubs.
These slubs.
Oh.
You must open it for me, my God. Yes, kneel your kneel.
I'm going for my other die.
Oh, okay.
Was that Neil Grass
Oh, there it
attacking?
is.
Neil Tyson. And we'll do a quick recap here as soon as Rob gets his set and I get all my. All right. Well, last week we did the DC Hero character generation, so I thought that was interesting too. Everybody got an idea how that game system worked, so I thought it was a little different. But today, where Brad is available, so we're heading right back into Deadlands and on the road to Nashville for a little bit of vengeance for old Father Cobb. And on the way there, you came across some of the Gray Boys, which is a kind of a better.
Cast-offs?
Yeah, they're kind of like after they mustered out of the military, whether for whatever reasons, they kind of joined this group that are kind of spread across a good portion of the South. And they kind of do militia work, sort of, for towns, but a lot of times they do kind of criminal things too. They do a lot of blockade runs and everything else. They're the Gray Boys. They're ran by a general. I gotta get my notes. General Hemlock. And on the road there, they came across some of those guys who were kind of doing a roadblock for a toll. Pretty much after that, you guys kind of had a small confrontation with them, which went well. I mean, they weren't upset about it, but the general himself came riding up to you guys and basically told them, "Hey, give their money back. You gentlemen, what do you do? These are all priests." And he conferred with both of you two that maybe you'd give last rites to these 2 soldiers, and they had found that they had been mauled by a large wolf of some sort or pack. Their head were ripped off, quite mangled, horrific scene. You guys were quite used to such carnage being in the war and just in general
Having
nowadays.
caused it.
Father Cobb agreed to take them back up the road and bury them. You also meet the general. You can pretty much tell he was quite a slickster. And you also found out that he was not too fond of General Lee, nor Lee was fond of him. And he's always constantly trying to do something. And he was basically saying that he was getting ready to get a new brigade together and head into the north. You kind of mentioned that.
That's
too.
right.
And he rode off because the night before you guys were camping and you saw a large pack of wolves about the size of small horses circling the camp, which you had met before, which were American Indian shape changers, similar to the white wolf sort of werewolves. They weren't the lycanthrope type that, familiar in Deadlands, but these were more of the in tune with nature, the old ways sort of a wolfing.
Mm-hmm.
They recognized you and you them, and they went upon their way. Meantime, the general took all the men and headed back to your camp to see if they could track these wolves, thinking they are the ones that killed said soldiers. In the meantime, you guys waited for Cobb. Cobb returned, and as he's strolling up on the bridge, you saw a man coming through the woods. He was bloody and screaming and
Dressed in a Confederate outfit.
soldier, such. He stumbled out in the road, and I remember you looked through the foliage and you saw 3 basically giant werewolves right in the middle of the daylight, riding through the forest. He ran into the road, saw you guys. The Confederate soldiers started screaming for help, running at you guys. And then out of the road, basically like a pack of 3 rabid animals, come those 3 wolves. One was basically an all-white wolf with blue eyes. with like a black patch. And then there was the main one, the bigger of the three, had a black mane. But he had a lot more kind of like a graying on the sides. But he had a real thick. He was huge, very muscular. He's the one who made eye contact with you and seemed to be continuing, not into frenzy. The other two wolves, the white one and the other one, which was more of a brown and gray, and they were both just in a rage and basically running after that soldier.
Right.
We kind of stopped it there. You guys had passed all your guts. You guys were fine, and pretty much the soldiers on, I think one of the soldiers on the cart kind of freaked out, but they were the other only ones there, the two soldiers that helped bury the body. So that's kind of where we left off.
There's just the two soldiers that helped to bury the body, and there was one in a cart, or just the two?
Just the two. There was the guy on the road that had been attacked by these werewolves.
Okay.
He was running up to you. Hi.
Aaron Process.
Okay. Aaron.
Hi.
Hey,
Aaron.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. I hope it'll be worth your endeavors. If not, blame Rob.
Endeavors.
Endeavors. So we will go right into quicknesses.
Ben said, "I'm not on TikTok. I hate that. I hate the live format, or something like you do. I guess he doesn't like it on TikTok."
Well, we don't have the cool audio that we have.
Yeah.
Facebook.
And there too, I'm hoping that we can multi-stream. So we'll see how TikTok looks too, Ben, in the future. Ben, if you have your dice ready, can you please roll 4d12 and tell me what you get? We'll let Ben do a little playing tonight.
Oh,
The cards, you want to use mine?
yeah. If you got one, we can use that.
You get
8 for me.
22.
what'd you get?
3.
0.
Bobby said she can't find the live on TikTok. Still going, isn't it?
You say that?
She's sound good on Facebook.
Yeah, I didn't say.
Here's where
Thank you for
you
playing.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled 40-12.
Oh,
It's going, yeah. It says good
Rolled
night.
40-12. 27, but the rolls are 2, 4, 11, and 10.
Yeah, just total. Oh, right. No, it's the
Yeah,
highest
it's
one.
the highest one.
The
So
highest one is
it's 11.
11. 4, so 15.
Is Bobby friends with the Raconteur Society on TikTok?
I think she is. I don't know. I know she's been able to watch it before. On
Okay.
TikTok.
It's going. I don't know.
Okay.
It's running.
Yeah.
Every
He
week
says
we
it's
get better.
running.
I don't know, Bobby. I'm sorry.
Every week we'll get better.
Every week we'll make better.
15. So that would be.
When I
Four.
rolled
Yep. 4.
4d12, got 27.
Yep. All
That's
right.
2, 4, 11, and 10. Oh, I got 5 aces.
No. You got horse shit.
That's how I
Yeah.
shuffled it.
There you go, Ben. You did pretty good. Show me what you got. There you go. Hey,
One card short of 3.
that's what she said. And then use that. All right.
I'm 3 cards short of a 5 card hand.
And I'm 3 sheets to the wind.
Like drunken gaming.
Yay!
Ooh. The drunken
All right.
character creation
Aces.
one night. That was messed
Oh,
up.
wait. I forgot Bo.
Pick your name out of a phone book, and then we just tried central casting while we were all drunk.
So wants to draw from our deck.
And whatever you rolled, you
You
got.
got an 11.
You had to keep it.
you have a dice tower
remember
in
I had, like,
front
some
of
sort of
you,
plumber
and
with a
you're not
ghost.
using it.
Not yet.
No, he's got his bid,
Mike.
No way.
I got it right there. I'll use it next time.
Bo?
I'm multitasking here. It's a miracle I'm even got my pants on right.
Those aren't your pants!
Damn it! It's my daughter's pants. Oh no!
Yeah, she wants them back.
She wants them back.
Clean this time, Dad.
Yeah. Sorry. He's got a rope around mine. Ah.
It sucks.
Well, mommy dressed me. Got a little confused. All right, aces.
Ooh.
I'm still on the bridge then, right?
Yep, and you're still on your horse too.
Yeah. How far away am I from these guys then?
You're about, if you on horse, you could be up with them right now, not even a full gallop. So
I'm not worried about actually getting there.
Uh-huh.
So about a round on horseback.
Yep.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna leave and go the other way.
Okay,
I'm gonna put
all
this one up my sleeve.
I'm gonna give you a bonus to your smarts.
Yep. Thank you. That goes up my sleeve.
Okay.
Pause and watch and see what the fuck's going on. He's got.
Pretty much. All right, King.
Better dig some more graves.
Okay, what do we got here?
King of Hearts.
Diamond. So
Hearts.
hearts are first.
Um,
Now you said you did pull out your weapon beforehand. So I remember last time because you did see them coming through the woods. So
right. And when I realized what it is, I'm going to react like I'm scared to death and jump off the wagon.
okay. You can do something else. That's just your movement.
Run
so.
away.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to run away towards Kyle.
Okay.
No, don't run towards me. You're gonna
All
bring
right.
him.
Are you gonna go? If you want to, you can almost get to him. Or you're moving like full tilt or backward retreat.
Kind of backward retreat, so I can keep an eye on what's going on.
All right. You can put that up your sleeve. I'll allow that. Okay.
And you fall off.
Then
the bridge.
diamond, right?
Yep, then diamonds.
That was
Alright,
a fine
the-
tactical move.
I'm gonna hide in the water.
Fighting. Okay. Ben, 66, please. 60-12, please.
666, Ben.
Add them together.
Highest.
Highest die roll.
The white one, basically, and he had some blood on his mane. He basically charges towards the guy soldier screaming for help,
Right.
and is going to basically lash at him. And Ben, roll it twice. Tell me what you got on each roll because it's going to slash and a bite.
Okay.
The other one, I will roll, and he's going to do the same on the same guy. The other one kind of composes himself and is eyeing all of you guys. Moves a little bit to the side, still in the foliage a little bit. He's trying to get a little bit of cover, but he kind of like hunkers down. Massive. It's almost as big as the wagon.
Like I had a branch, and he's like,
Yeah, ninja hedge.
ninja head.
You're yours.
Ben, we got your first result, so do that again. The first result, his highest was a 9.
9, so that hits. And then the other one, he will do.
The other one, okay. You got a 12, so Ben, you're going to roll that again and add it to the 12. Called acing. When you roll the maximum on your die, you get to roll it again and keep adding until you stop rolling 12s or 10s or 8s or whatever.
Otherwise known as topping.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise known as
Dead. Popping. That's what. Yeah, Jerry.
Topping or Pizza Hut.
stop getting Dennis's.
Okay, so his total was 23.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
Their machine
now roll a
was broken.
d20 twice.
Okay.
That was the Dairy Queen one?
No, on Main Street. I didn't go to the one. I should have stopped the one. Stopped the one by me. Closer.
They couldn't make it because why?
Oh, and Ben, the D20 is location, so if you roll a 20, you don't have to roll that again. Just okay.
Who did they
18
hire
for the first one.
McDonald's?
Okay. He did not have a raise on that one, so
Okay.
that's upper guts. And while we're doing the damage, why not? What are you going to do?
Olaf is going to do something incredibly stupid, and he's going to spur Peter Paul Mary, his horse, and go and try to intersperse between the werewolfy thing and the soldier, and he's going to use the voice, and he's going to go, "Halt your pursuit!" Do I have to
Alright.
roll for that?
Okay, so roll your overall plus the voice.
12 was his next.
12, and he could raise that. He can raise that. He had 23, so that's almost what? How many raises?
That'd be like
Okay.
Upper gut.
Well,
Coming up on TikTok.
at least 3, maybe
3,
4.
yeah. So
depending
you
on
can
what
put
the
them
target
both in
is.
the upper gut. So basically, Ben, you're gonna like swipe and bite him right in the upper guts and the chest, and then the other guy swiped at his neck. So roll 2d12. No, yeah, 2d12, and then roll 2d12 plus a d6 on the second.
Is this damage?
Yep.
Okay, so Ben, these you just add them all together.
Yep.
For damage.
Okay, now I don't have overall. I had voice as the
It gives you plus 2,
As
so you
in-
just have basically an
So
unsealed
what-
1 die of that, whatever it would be in. So that would be
just one of the die for the main. Okay.
yeah, so that'd be your main,
Okay.
but unless you don't have any penalty unless you have night terror penalty.
Well, I've got mine. I do have my -2 running on that. So I've got the -2, but I got a +2 because of the voice.
Yep.
Okay.
but you get another -2 because you don't have the skill. So just -2 total. 2. All right. Now also make a ride skill roll, please.
Right.
Oh, we're not coming up on Facebook?
We're live, but it's not showing up on the live listings.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because
Just
I
put
don't
it
know.
down and started it.
I'm watching it and Ben's commenting. He rolled a 5 and a 9 and then a 10. I think he added them.
Okay.
The second one he added, so it was
Okay.
10, and then a 5 and a 9. You told him to roll 2d12. Did you want that one added together too?
Yeah. And it was
Okay.
an additional d6.
So that'd be a 14.
14 on the first one.
Yeah.
That's 2 wounds.
Yep. And then he said 10, so I don't know if that's the 2d12 plus 6.
Okay.
Might have rolled really low.
Yeah. That's 2. That's 3, but he was already wounded.
You have to actually go to the Raconteur Society page to see our
So our Facebook isn't on our tree?
Facebook's fine. It's TikTok.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right.
Oh, TikTok's not showing up.
Just got a text from Wade. Sorry, he got tied up with schoolwork and he just now noticed the time. So I don't
Okay.
know if he's going to make it or not. But
If he does, he can. I can put him in.
okay. It was 5, 3, and 1, or 5, 3, and 2. Those
Oh,
must
so
be.
it was okay, well, you did 3 wounds to him there. And about critical, and then the other one comes up, swipes at his neck. And basically, he's at 4 at both. And I don't know how he survived that, because actually he rolled really bad too. But he just basically gets slash, neck almost ripped off. He's a bloody mess. Blood's going everywhere. He's screaming and gurgling in his mouth.
And who was this? This was
The
the
Confederate
soldier.
soldier that was yelling for help that came out of
the one that was running out. Okay.
Did you make your ride?
No, well, I got a 4.
Got a 4. You spur the horse, and the horse kind of gets up a little bit and then stumbles back because it's like, ah.
Yeah,
So
it's spooked.
you go up a little bit, gets spooked, it raises its haunches, it kind of stops down. It won't go forward. You'll have to make a right skill roll to do it
Peter
again.
Palmieri stands up, throws you off the saddle, puts on his fedora. I'm done. Walks off.
I'm done. You want me to run into that?
I quit.
This is just abusive.
It's like, he just stops. Wait, seasoning, steak sauce. Then he puts on you and throws you and runs away.
Did you say I needed to roll again? Or
On your next turn. If you
the
want
next
to do
one.
that. Yeah. All right. So that was kings, queens, jacks, tens, soldiers. So the one guy gets to roll is cool. Again. He did not. He just basically sitting there, just still in shock with the willies. Yeah, so he's just still -2.
What did you running around with Jeeps in the 1880s?
Willie.
The other guy, he pulls up his rifle and kind of like is getting on the back of the wagon, is like trying to shake his friend into consciousness. You know, like, oh my lord, I told you that stuff's real. See, God, they're real. I didn't need proof.
No, that's not a Wendigo.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking about Wendigos.
The soldier has to make a vigor check. I forgot on those wounds.
Wendigo Pharaoh, he go Pharaoh.
He went unconscious, so he basically passes out.
You
The
don't
other
die.
soldier. Yeah. Okay, so that was 10, 9. Okay.
Yep.
Sleep.
Mhm.
I'm gonna.
You're getting close to.
Gonna over the call.
Well, you've got as far as you can go. So, unless you want to try and shake shot, anything else, you can.
I'm going to
Did I give you that
fake
king?
fumble my rifle.
Did I give you that king?
Okay.
I go down
The
and sling
card I
it.
played?
You have performance.
There's a king of clubs.
Is that performance?
Yep. If not, roll your main.
Hold on.
Wait,
It's under main.
it's like dead center of your sheet.
M-I-E-N.
Right above
No,
tail
I do
coming.
Oh,
not.
Okay, so roll that. Your 1 die at -2. Or if you have bluff, you can roll that instead.
Also,
It's under
Smart. All right. First thing.
I do have smarts.
All right, if you have bluff, you can roll your bluff. And then that would be against their smarts, pretty much, right?
Oh, what are you trying to do?
He's bluffing the werewolf,
Oh, okay.
I'm acting like I'm fumbling my rifle.
so that would be his smart.
Yeah.
Well, as you're stumbling at, you kind of notice too that one is like looking at you like, it seems eyes you doing that. Doesn't seem to be. You can kind of tell he's like, well, he's an idiot. You can kind of be like, seeing you're not more threat, looking more to everybody else. The one guys are all curled into the thing. So, so that was you. So then you.
Yeah. I had my pistol out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna empty the pull out the chamber
Okay.
for the cylinder, empty the bullets, and I'm gonna put 2 grab out my pocket and try and speed load some silver bullets.
Go ahead.
So I only have a speed load of 1.
You have that. You have the tricks too.
No, I don't have any spells for it, but I got an 11 on my speed load, so
So what
I
does
think
that give
that's
you?
2 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 rounds automatically, is that? And then
Oh, it's 2 rounds automatically for speed load. I think
And then
target number's 5 or 7.
a raise.
Every raise gives you another bullet.
So you put 3 in.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna put 2 in.
You put 2 in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 2 silver in.
That's all he needs.
That's all he needs. So
I
that
only got
was
4. I don't want to waste
that was
them
9s, right?
in case there's more of these.
Oh, excuse me. No, we got 8. Okay.
Still putting on the act.
And you already got one up your sleeve, don't you?
Well, go ahead.
Roll it again.
No, you're good. I'm allowing this. You're just okay. 7s. The 2 are in a frenzy, and let's see if I can get them out of there. Run their spirits. You only have 1. Yeah. So pretty much they just start ripping that guy to pieces and feasting on him as to that. So it's pretty horrific. The one guy that's on the coach, his eyes get huge, and he just falls back with his friend, and he's like, he falls back in the back of the coach. The other guy's freaking out. But yeah, you see a head fly, limbs fly. It's a mess. It's a mess. Yeah. You guys already heard you're cool. You're all right, but it is still pretty horrific seeing that. You've seen cannons hit people and they explode. Kind of similar situation.
PTSD actually kicks in. I'm not faking anymore.
The black one is trying to use overall. Them 2.
That's the one that seems to be calm, the leader
Yeah.
one, the bigger one.
So he leans over and basically like lets out this barrel deep roar, and it's like, oh, and like a hand flies over his face. And he's like, he rolled a
trying to
2.
overall.
The other 2 like get him out of their
Two in
frenzy,
theory, yeah.
and he rolled a 2. So he's like, so he get a little bite, and he failed miserably. Should have made you roll that, Ben, but anyway, you're doing the other 2 dudes. Anyway, whoa, whoa!
This game is good.
So roll your vigor.
Where's Bo?
Rolling his vigor.
Bo's job.
Yeah, I'm doing them. I got it done.
What's Bo been doing?
He just got a 7, so roll his magic.
There's no time for his magic.
Oh, not that sort of magic. You can put them in your pants if you want to,
You go with the S behind.
but if you don't dance, then you don't dance.
There's still the pants of mine.
Ugh.
15. Another 8. 27. So how many is that?
For
27.
target number of 5.
Yeah.
Well, 10, 15, 20, 25.
4.
I get 4 extra cards.
Yeah. Backlash.
Nice that our DM has to ask us how to play.
The Bo gets 4 extra cards for Doodly Squad.
I got 2 pair.
I hate when that happens.
Like, I got 80 cards.
I got crap.
A bunch of doo-doo dump.
Bunch of doo-doo is right.
4.
Yeah, the grass is dry.
Oh, does his little magical thingy dingy. Go.
Oh no, not the thing. Put the thingy dingy back.
So what do you do?
It costs bodyguard, so it gives him extra wounds.
You catch Daldagar?
I really wish I could. They're like, why didn't you add cards?
Just do it. Just take the night off, everybody.
we're good.
Daldagar's here.
Backlash. I got
It's
Eckhart.
backwards on a horse shooting from 400 miles away.
Here comes Eckhart. What? He's busy. Hold on, I got 1 silver somewhere. All right, that was 7s, right?
Yep.
6s. What the hell? Hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll again.
Hope you're not relying on us to do anything.
No, I'm just waiting to see because he's suspicious about some things.
Yeah.
7.
Okay. All right. That was 6s, 5s.
Oh. Nah. Oh, and the fly.
Oh, lovely.
Got them both in there.
We got them both. They won't be bugging us anymore.
Thanks, Brad.
Sweet. That fly is so drunk.
I don't care that I'm going.
Oh, he's still alive.
Yeah.
I'm drunk.
I'm getting out of here, son of a bitch.
No, I think it's
Yeah.
the dog paddle.
Yeah. He looks like he's giving up.
He's like, what a way to go. Yeah.
Give his last rites in real life.
Yeah.
I'm not dead yet.
I don't want to go in the beer. That is actually a pretty good way to go.
I have 2,000 children. Nope.
Ben says, what a way to die, drunk and buzzed.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Ah.
I give Ben a white tip.
He's still living.
And this ain't no cheap stuff either. It's still Artois. This is awesome.
Would you like another one, Brad?
Put it in the bottle.
well,
Yeah,
I'll
first
take it from the
class.
bottle. I'll just. Oh, you have first class.
Okay. I don't know if there's any more in there though. I'll look.
Okay.
Oh,
I might take if
you want one?
either the Stella Artois or the Summer Shanty.
Flying Kugel.
Yeah, I'll take one of those. Thank you.
You ever want another one on each way?
No, go ahead.
Do.
Sorry about that, buddy.
You can keep your glass pint.
Okay. Straight back to the glassary.
That is horrible. What you just did.
Yeah.
I don't think I can forgive you, Brent. I was like, what? What's the bottle? Oh, you son of a. Got me.
I didn't mean to do it. Then I just realized that's the way I had
When I
it.
looked at it, I was like, when you told me
there
that point, you just went, "Eek." I was like,
I was just trying to
"Damn it."
point out that they were twist offs.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, take one. You do notice he kind of growls that, turns around, looks at you guys, starts looking at you, Rob, and all of a sudden there's like something hits it in the chest. And it kind of growls and like looks at all of you guys.
Is this the big one?
Then fives.
Good job, Bo. You made it angry.
Hey. All right, Brad's first.
Oh, pull up my shotgun.
Okay.
Pull up my shotgun.
All right. You gonna like pull the fire, or are you just gonna pull it out?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it. I'll have to draw. Just gonna whip it out.
Ben,
Good.
roll a
Damn,
D6 and a D8, please.
Add them together or highest one?
Highest one.
And actually, what? So, is it the werewolf short too? Then.
Yep.
What's he doing?
Well, I'll see if they come out of their
Okay.
frenzy. And then
About
Bo's
half lost.
going 2.
Was that the Dan?
Either one.
The D not well. The D6 is a 1. The D8 is a 2.
Okay. Well, you guys are so happy that he is so tasty. Yum yum. Get me some. So you're fighting over bits of that guy right now, the two of you.
They're doing a Lady in the Tramp.
Yeah.
Spaghetti food with his intestines.
These are some strange werewolves.
They're Disney werewolves. What can you say?
Yeah. They're cute, but
Barrel of.
well, he's gonna try that again. All right. One more time.
D6 and D8.
D68.
Okay.
So he lets out like a growl and like, hey, starts stepping out in the road. Basically gets up to him and like smacks one of them and basically growls very angrily. And we'll see what happens.
Intimidatingly.
Yeah, that there big word.
Ooh, D6 is a 5. D8 is a 6.
Okay. All right. Well, he growls at him. They kind of hinge and, bite off the last piece of the intestine, and basically they kind of cow a little bit. They kind of come to it, and basically he's turning to them and like, rah, rah, rah. Ring boy, let's go
Right of Raggy.
get Raggy. And they're like, Zoinks, there's even more. There's a whole buffet over there,
Hi,
guys.
Brianna.
Hi.
Brianna Farrago's watching.
Hello.
Friend of ours from work. One of our rest in PC.
Welcome.
His customer herself.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Most epic stuff. Masks.
Blue Fox.
The bat.
Big Blue Fox.
Not the bat. The skull.
The blue fox.
Whatever it is. Whatever Rob's phone was doing earlier.
Yeah.
All right, force. Okay. Yeah, well, he's dead actually. The one shoulder, he's gonna try and roll his cool again. Now he has to beat a 5 to get out of. Right.
Pretty much. Well, depending on
whatever
what he's
his
doing.
Terror, whatever the terror.
It was a terror of 9, so.
Oh,
he
yeah,
has-
he has to beat a
beat a
9,
9.
then, yeah.
So he's still freaking out about it. The other guy can try and knock him out of it, right? If you give him a bonus, pretty much not.
Not unless he's got some sort of spell or magic or something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he growls up. He's
Leadership might work, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you could maybe use leadership or persuasion.
So he'd have to be at a 9 to persuade him out of it.
Pretty much, yeah.
He didn't. He's like, come on, man, come on. No, they see us.
Game over.
Game over, man. Game over.
Let's look like little doggies. Maybe they won't do it. Okay. He tries to get his friend out of that. Doesn't work. The guy's still freaking out. 3s. Hey.
So the two that quit frenzying, it looks like he's motioning them towards us, and I'm assuming one of them looks up.
Oh, they both look like, huh? Ooh. And he just sees all these, it's like the end of the cartoon where you see a bunch of chopped steaks sitting there.
Yeah.
And they're like, ooh.
I guess.
Yours looks a little tough and stringy.
Yeah. The big one is probably the biggest threat.
He's a leader, yeah.
Yeah. What the hell?
He's the one who made eye contact with you earlier, too. Like,
Yeah. And he's sicking these guys honest, so he doesn't seem like overly friendly or eager to talk.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's more like, he's like, guys, stop. That looks embarrassing. Now we're going to diplomacy
Do you
this.
guys not? I talked to you about first impressions before we came up here.
We wiped the stomach. Stomach's hanging up. What?
Yeah, he's not going to be sniffing your butt anytime.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to shoot him
Okay.
with the silver bullet.
Okay.
Ooh. 17.
Okay.
17 is the upper guts, right?
Yes.
But I only got technically 2 raises, so I couldn't put it in the head.
No, you put it right in the throat. But, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just keep it.
Okay, so roll your damage.
Yeah. 9.
9, that's still a wound, and it does, it's silver, so it does full damage.
Oh, like double damage?
No.
Oh.
It does regular
It just does damage.
Oh, just does damage, right?
So it hits right in the throat, and actually, Bo hit it in the chest, upper guts too. But and it like you see a smoking cinder off its like right here in its Adam apple, right there.
Oh, right there.
And when it flexes its neck, and you can see the little bullet kick off because it's burning its skin. He kind of flips it out of its Adam apple. He's like, and he basically looks at you.
Well, as soon as he does, all I'm going to do is click. Because I got another bullet.
Okay. So yeah. Still 4s. Anybody else got a 4? 3, I mean.
That was my last card.
All right, 3 2s. Okay.
How far away am I from the one he just shot?
It would be probably 3 rounds on feet.
No, range.
Well, so what's the range on a shotgun? So
Well, for mine, it's a 10 right now.
10.
I've got full shot.
So what can a pace of 6?
That'd be 6 yards around.
So
So if he had a pace of 6, I guess you could say it's like...
no, I'm just saying how far, because that's what your pace is, isn't it, Rob? 6?
8.
8. Okay, so 8. So I'd say 30.
30 yards
yards.
away.
30 yards. 30, 35 yards away.
I'll go ahead and then move forward.
Okay.
About
20 yards would be the wagon.
20 yards would be by the wagon.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go up to the wagen then,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and unload my shotgun.
Okay.
I'll take one
So
shot.
move up and then shoot.
Yeah, shoot at the one that he shot at.
All right. Go ahead. Ben, I don't know what's going on here. These are nice doggies.
That's what their mama said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, oh I fucked up. Wrong dice.
Did you hit? I think it was right.
Huh? So 13 altogether.
13. So that will hit.
That's a hit with the raise.
Raise. So roll a d20. Now, this is normal ammunition, right?
Yeah, this is normal ammunition. We'll see what happens. 2.
The legs.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Wow. 6, 7, 8. I bought some bad ammo.
10.
10.
So half that. And
So not enough. That's 5.
so basically, it shoots into its leg, and you can see it just bounce off its legs. The muscle and tendons so tight that it basically blows around the skin around it, but doesn't seem to do anything. Unlike the silver, doesn't seem to have as much effect as the silver bullet did. So there you go.
Yikes.
Okay, new round.
Keep this up my sleeve or do I have to use it?
Yeah, you keep it.
You keep it up your sleeve.
Keep it up your sleeve.
And now he's run past you. By the way,
Yes. I'm ahead of you now.
Kyle has?
I went back. I rode over to the wagon.
Fine. I suppose I can let him.
and now you're close to the Confederate soldier wagon
Right.
now, so which is back behind, or your normal wagon.
I can be at a distance, so it's still pulling things apart.
Okay.
4.
What did you get?
Oh.
Quickness.
And boom. Okay, so soldiers go. 11. Ben, go ahead and roll
And what'd you get?
40-12,
4.
Ben.
4.
Again.
Highest number.
Take your highest.
Throw it out the window.
No, at the window. Window justice.
Sharon says, "Happy easily birthday, RL." And she goes, "Early, easily."
Not easily.
When is your birthday? Sunday. All right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
2 all over again.
Oh, all over again.
Yay.
I bounce between 42 and 32. I just keep go up one way and then back the other.
That's pretty good.
What does again have to say about it?
Highest is 11.
11. Okay, good. 15 is 3, right?
Olaf is not rolling too good here tonight.
Yeah, that's 4.
Oh, it's 4. Yeah, one for
Thank you, Bob. I
participate.
appreciate it.
Huh?
I said Olaf is not rolling too good here tonight.
Well, you're with
At this
Bo.
point.
All right. Okay, the aces.
The Ace of Spades. Obligatory Motorhead reference. I'm gonna shoot the big guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna aim for the head.
Shoot him in the neck.
And so that'll be what?
Target number of 11.
Got Nard.
Oop. 11.
Ooh!
So I
Hey,
hit.
2 extra dice.
10, 13, and 12. 25 and 9. So 34.
Okay, so divide that by 6.
Is that
5 to 6.
Yeah.
Oh, almost a kill shot. So that's 4. Or wait, no.
no, it's actually
Kill.
5.
Yep.
6, 12,
Yep.
18, 24, 30.
And I-
that's 5 right there.
35. So yeah.
Jeez, Ben, what's wrong with this guy? So you, boom, right between the eyes, and it's silver. So it's like he's like getting ready to like growl and tell his pack to attack, and you just boom. There's like that sickening melon head in the back, and it just explodes brain and everything else, and that sizzling burnt dog smell you can smell from there from the silver is just reacting to the
Smells like
skin.
burnt dog.
The silver, yeah, the silver just exploded in his head and just went everywhere. And it's just sizzling all
thank
over his
you. I'm
head.
so sorry.
And he flipped back over and hurt your shoulder today. What? What? Hey, that was aces.
Yes.
Nice one there. Nice one. Okay. All right, aces.
Gets my up to sleep. King.
You got to interrupt.
Yeah.
So I can't just jump in on
No.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
interrupt
oh.
something.
So, but when they get ready to attack, you can't.
You can jump in. Yeah.
So that was aces, kings, queens, jack.
Obviously, I'm sitting on my horse just like, yeah, I didn't think that worked.
And jack of clubs, you're going to go first.
Okay. Well, I see him blow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to regain control of my weapon.
Okay.
And same. It's the Sharp's Big 50 with Ghost Rock bullets.
Ghost Rock is armor piercing, if I remember right.
Yep.
Mhm. So it's the armor piercing or it's the propellant? Which one do
The
you
one on
have?
the Big 50 is armor piercing.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll. Which one are you going to do, the all white one or the gray with the blue eye?
Which one was closest to the one he just blew the head?
Eni or Mo?
At
Mo.
the same distance?
We'll just say the white.
Excuse me.
19.
19. So you hit.
But now with the armor piercing, if they don't have armor,
They
it's
don't.
actually reduced.
Yep. Yep.
It's reduced by 1 step. So it's 5.
We'll roll a d20 first. For location, now you roll 19, so that's going to add.
Yeah, well, I can't remember I think it's Sharp's.
D10.
D10.
It's a D10.
So what was your location?
19.
19. You definitely got a raise. You can put it in the head.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So you go down one
And then I
step.
gotta do from a D
What, 40-10?
40-10 to 40.
48. But you add 2 more 8s. You're going to do 68.
Because you put it in the head.
Because you put it in the head.
Jeez, man, this is not fair.
Bad dog.
Sit, boo boo, sit.
What was that again? 6.
6.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Pop. 5.
You add them all together. So.
Yeah. Oof.
Now,
That's
so
the
now
answer.
you divide that in half.
42
So
divided in half.
21.
20,
Or 21.
okay, so 21. So that is divided by 6, so 3 wounds.
12. 8.
No.
3 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 wounds to the head.
He blows one's brain out, drill one into its
Basically, you fire into it, and it hits right above the eye, and it almost kind of like rips through the skin. And you know that you should do the same as he did.
Well, I wasn't trying to do what he did. I'm just trying to hit another one in the head so the other ones figure out, knock this shit off.
Right. Well, you hit it almost dead point wherever you wanted it, but it still does not. It almost flattens off, bounces off the skull.
Enough to knock.
Yeah, and then it's free.
Give a good
It
knock.
tumbles back and it's like, BOM! Whoa! It almost like Okay,
It's
so
essentially you don't have a newspaper,
Right.
so you're trying to bad dog right on the nose.
they go, but they're real cool because you blew off their boss's head. So that would be their spirit, right?
Yep.
Ben, roll a d8 for me, Ben. Now, what would be the target number for
For seeing if they stay and fight.
Yeah.
You could almost use the scare chart or just an arbitrary. What do you think? I mean,
that? Right.
I would go with an arbitrary. What do you
Just a
think?
single D8?
Really? Wow.
They're not. They're animals. They're pretty much.
Wait.
We'll talk about that.
Okay. Rolled 1d8. It got a 6.
6.
And he's made 6 rolls so far.
Yep. All right. We'll both give them. Yeah. Well, they stumble back, and I'm gonna let them lose their action for this round, and basically they kind of figure out what's going on, stumble back, and they get ready to charge. He gets hit in the head. The other one's like, crap, and they both basically kind of step. They take a 2-step back, like deciding what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So I make them stop. It made her 5, both of them, so they're both kind of there. They're still kind of in a frenzy a little bit from earlier,
Mhm.
but they're somewhat conscious of what just happened. So anyway, that was Jack's 10s. 9s. Okay.
Do it again.
All right. Same one?
No, different one.
All right. So the sharps, you have to reload that.
Hmm.
It's a single shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot one shot.
Yeah.
So you have to spend this round to reload. All right. Ting! It's like an artillery shell. Boom! Like a bunch of Germans like, what's that?
It's the Transformers movie when
Yeah.
Optimus, the big shell just like, what the hell?
All right. So that was 9s, 8s.
Oh, shoot.
All right. That's a soldier. He's gonna try. They're cool. You're shooting. The other guy's like, well, hell, they're shooting. I can shoot. You just shot one.
Yeah.
So he's gonna shoot while you shoot. Oh gosh.
Step down again, right? Because of being
Yep. You got
Armor
11.
piercing, yeah.
11, 5. You got a raise?
Got one of the
On his
soldiers.
spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that you converted.
I got 2 pucks. So
So he goes into gizzards. So he drops down to gizzards. So that'll be that's the rifle. That's 3d8, right?
It's a rifle.
Yeah, what are they
Probably.
using?
Or D8.
48.
48.
powder.
And if you got him in the gizzards, it's an extra die. So
It's
it's
5d8.
Yeah, you're talking Winchesters. Are you talking like the rifle muskets or
Right. Yeah, the rifle musket. The
Rifle
standard military.
muskets?
Yeah.
Black powder. ball,
It
pepper
could
ball.
still be. It's still going to be like 48.
Yeah.
I think.
I think it's listed as.
It's just got a longer
Right.
range.
Yeah.
So he hit. Yeah,
Unless
these
he's
all
got
up.
cartridges, reloading's a bitch.
12.
I think most of them are cartridges by this point. Or,
Probably.
Yeah.
I know in Deadlands you can still have the old black.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a standard military issue one. 12. So that's 2. So he did a wound. He shot the other one. He did a wound in the gut. So he actually shot it. And then the other guy's got to roll his spirit. Ooh. 14. So his buddy's like, you just shot and killed one. He's like, well, hell with this. I said, you can lay there. So he turns around and he's like, fires and hits it in the stomach. It kind of whoops. And the other guy's like, what am I worried about? So he comes out of it. He can't do anything this round, right?
Right.
He rolled his cool, but
Right.
he's getting his rifle up. And he's like, yeah, what the hell am I scared about? As he shakes.
So now the werewolves are like,
guys' names.
I can't read. I got it over here, I think.
It'd be like so and so werewolf hunters.
and then werewolves are like, yeah, let's get him. Even the chicken's getting up. I'm done. I'm leaving.
Okay, so that was 8. Now you're going to shoot. So
Ralph, you're on your own.
Got 29 on the shooting roll.
what? You got hit. That's like 8 raises. So
Rolled an 18 to hit.
you can put it in the head again.
Yep.
That
So
again.
put it
Yep.
ahead again.
Jeez, Ben, I'm sorry.
And then the damage is 40
48. 'Cause it's
48,
armor
so-
piercing, and he doesn't have armor.
Well, then 6, but he put it in the head again, so it's 6.
Oh yeah, so it'd be
68.
68.
Yep. For you to climb up and get the Gatling gun, but you don't even need it.
That was just for show.
We're gonna buy that shit ton of silver bullets.
I think the only person here can probably use it is Olaf.
Olaf, because you
You
have
get
45.
artillery. For
Buy
heavy
that
weapons,
half.
or automatic
45
weapons.
and half is,
You have iron
it's-
automatics?
It's
Because I think it's iron automatics. Isn't it?
Oh, well, it's the same. I think it's the same thing as when you get
Artillery.
shooting. I think it might break down. It's automatic or cannon or
22.5.
So
flamethrower.
that's another divided by another 3.
So it still kind of breaks it down.
All right, you hit him in that eye, scrapes the thing. Then you hit him in this eye, and it goes through. So it's like, and one guy's like, "Yeah, we can do this." And the other one's like, something in the stomach, like, "Hey!" And all then when he looks over, he's going in that eye and out the back. And he looks backward as he's falling back. The other one's like, "Yeah, bitches killing my crew." All right, so that was 8s, 7s. All right,
Good.
simultaneous. This is the 2 soldiers. So you go ahead.
okay. I already had from before when I saw those things scurrying around. Got my rifle out with the Ghost Strike propellant in it.
Okay.
So the
Goes
rifle.
to rock repellent.
It's
Yeah.
so stinky.
I gotta find my. I had it here somewhere. Okay. Where'd you go?
That's 1.
I lost my shooting. I was just like, oh, there. Okay, 5D8.
So they sold it. The one guy's like, "Reload." And the other one's like, shoots it in the gut.
One problem.
Oh, doesn't wound.
Wow, nice.
Even at half damage.
Unfortunate, even though it popped, I had 3 1s out of 5.
Whatever is that?
Yeah, that's a bust.
Oh,
that would have been a bug.
Or ones,
Oh,
the
that's
majority
right.
of your dice
You
get
know,
So then, I mean, it could be a misfire or
probably a misfire or gun jams or whatever.
okay.
Gun jumps out of your hands and runs away.
Yeah, you line it up and bang, you hear from behind you, but it's the soldiers. They hit the sun. Click.
It's like a confetti.
What's the tiger?
I knew that clown I bought this ammo from was shifty.
Oh, you like it. It's wonderful.
It's the last time I bought bullets from Rip Taylor.
Holy mackerel, these bullets are wonderful. All right. Head 6 stays left.
Ammo.
the gun the Verpsy.
What the poopy? All right, that was 7 6s.
6.
And I switched into Latin and said, "Damnation!" in a Swedish accent.
All right, he's turn and run. He's like doing
The
the
one
little
left?
dog
The
thing
one
where,
left.
yeah, the one dog where he does the little with its legs like. "Ooh."
Like it's almost only-
As he's looking backwards at us
Yeah.
in terror.
I'll go and try and shoot.
I got one up my sleeve.
Okay, both of you roll quickness. You get this because he has a spade.
Well, actually, I had a heart, so.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Spade neuter your werewolf.
He feels like it now.
Yeah, roll a d8 for me, Ben, please, as well.
12 for me.
12.
19 for me.
Oh, and Ben, sorry, didn't mean a d8. I meant 4d12. Sorry.
And take the highest one.
Yep.
And if it's a 12, roll again, add.
Yep.
Oh, a 12. So roll again and add to it.
Yep. Or, yep.
Okay, 10.
So 22.
Yep.
26 total. He will go first.
All right.
And then, what did you get?
19.
19. 26. He will beat you. Basically, he starts running into the woods where they came from. He'll get into light cover. You can try and shoot at him, but he'll have cover, basically. Right? That's a what? -2 or just
-4.
Probably -4, because especially if he's running.
the pace is 26.
He ran into that.
Yeah. Yes, it's very dense. It's
Well,
not to scale.
Well, we already declared what we were doing, so we fire anyway.
Yeah. So go ahead and shoot, but you're at -4.
He runs into that, but it's life size, so he runs.
He runs stumbles over.
He runs into it like a
the range,
wall,
too? What's
like
the range
Riley
now?
Coyote.
It will be probably. Well, he was in the center of the road. He was 10 yards away. So now he's at 20.
20. Okay. So
He did a 9 or
7, and then it's 11 for cover, and he's running, so that's another 4, right?
I think so.
It should. That stuff's on your.
Oh, yeah,
right
yeah.
There. Target is running.
Yeah, -4. So you need a 15.
16.
There you go. Roll location.
Shot him right in the butt cheek.
Right in the 10.
Right in the 10.
Oh, right
Right
in
in
the
the
10.
gizzards. Mommy, daddy button. You hit him and shot him in the ass. Pretty much, yeah. Get him, Brad?
No.
No. Okay. So, shot him in the butt. What? Roll your 48.
5d8 for the good
5d8.
one.
5 to 8.
No, you dropped down. Remember, armor piercing.
5 or 6.
5.
5. 'cause you
Gizzards
didn't
gives you
get it.
1 bonus die. Heads is 2.
Watch it aim for the head.
So,
Ooh.
by that half.
Oh,
That's 8.
17 divided by half, round up.
Yep. One more in the guts. Okay. Well, you shoot him in the ass.
That's all I needed to do.
Shot him once in the butt.
Get out of here, God damn it.
He's like, oh!
A little.
Bullet animal.
Yep, bullet enema, and it 26. So it boom into the woods. So
Yep.
That was 6s, 5s.
And I didn't do anything.
Oh, you can shoot him if you want.
No, I was actually gonna flip over the cylinder or just hold up a silver bullet. But I'll put that back, and I'll probably go ahead and use my 5 to reload my gun with regular bullets.
Okay. He will pick up the pace so he can double his movement, right?
Yeah.
So he
Well, if he's already done his full. How's that? He's already.
Picking up the pace, you can actually.
It's just an extra. That's an extra one.
Yeah, it's like an extra D4, and you spend a wind or something
Oh,
like
that's
that.
right.
he does that.
So you get an
Ooh,
extra 4 to your pace.
I forgot about that. Ben, roll 2d12 for me, please.
Take the highest one.
You have to do his wind.
Oh.
Pretty much.
Ow!
He shot me in the butthole.
He plugged it.
That's what you were doing. You're playing it for an orchestra last night. There's somebody with a conductor.
Highest is an 8.
All right. So he beat his wound. So he didn't take it. Right? He didn't take any wound.
Oh yeah, depending on his wound.
One more
level.
time, Ben.
Well, you always take a win.
Yeah.
Per wound.
But he has to stay away.
The stun.
The vigor
Stun.
is like to make sure he's not stunned. That's a great band name.
Opening for war, stunning Ben. Feeling gassy, not so classy.
You just have a trumpet playing the whole thing.
And Rob on trombone. That must be the most.
Then it's just floating, takes over.
Yeah. That's the
Wow,
most
your
hero-
butt is a symphony.
That's the most heroic phone call I've ever heard.
He's got it right there. It's like angelic or
Is
something.
that strings I heard it? Is that all that was going on?
I know you got like a hemorrhoid hanging there. It makes all the difference.
Nine. He got a
All
9.
right,
Sorry, we were laughing about butt jokes, Ben.
all right.
You know
So
what?
you didn't fall unconscious, Ben. Good job. You are pretty whoop. Yeah. So he. Beep, 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 beep. And he's gone through the woods.
We're running out of
But you
there.
guys,
In the butt.
but roll your. Oh,
There's 7 more of them who come around the corner.
Yeah.
Where's our little brother?
Uh,
14.
21.
Ooh.
At least I noticed something.
okay. All right. You got above 10. When you're the last thing you shoot and you hear him ripping through there, from behind you, you can hear footprints, like, and you can hear growling and grunting from behind you.
I'll spin
Okay.
around
And then
and
look.
covers the head pants.
And you also can hear they sound like large wolves. And if you got above 10 too, they sound like more like the wolves you guys encountered before.
Oh, okay.
And not
The American Indian ones.
not
As-
werewolf.
Yeah, as you look too, you'll see them. There's about 2 in the road, and anybody above 10, there's another 2 on each side in the woods,
Okay.
and they're both coming your way from where you came from, and they're basically charging your way. There are 2 in the road which are coming at you. You notice one that you saw from before. It's not the old one, but it's one of the younger ones you actually talked to. You saw before.
Right.
But pretty
And
much.
you instantly have a flash of him in a canoe.
Yeah, pretty much, and it is. You see that one? It's like the one that was sitting there. You have strange dreams.
I'm not going to shoot him.
I was gonna say we can go to 4s or 5s, but if you're gonna shoot,
Well, I'll go to if we go to the 4. I'll tell those 2 soldiers, hold your fire, don't fire at these.
I'm glad you did because they were looking around like, oh my god, there's more. But he grabs him because you kind of have sway over him pretty easily. They stop. They duck down the
Your
thing.
vampire godlike powers are working.
Yeah. Pretty much,
Not the wolves you're looking for.
they jump over you guys and around your things, and they basically start taking off after him. The 2 that are in the side to your left, they come out the road. They both check the bodies of the ones. One like bites the head off, the big one. Not that one, but
Okay.
the other one you shot
Oh.
rips the head off, and then
The one on their shoulders or the one
Huh?
down below?
on their shoulder.
Okay.
They're not those kind of things. He's like, hey.
I need this wolf penis.
I need wolf penis. Big strong. Big transformation.
That good soup.
Yeah. Buy on eBay.
No, it's a coffee stir.
Yeah. Tonight's game is brought to you by Wolf Penis. And it's
Wolf penis.
Welcome to the 18+ gaming.
Wolf Penis. But it like rips the head off.
That's definitely
The other one like sniffs the other one and it kind of looks at you guys, almost nods, and you hear like a yelp yelp from the other group, and it basically they both turn and start running off that way after it. And as you look back at the thing, they're actually human bodies. They're not the werewolves.
Right. They've reverted.
Basically, they reverted into 2 men, and he rips the head off the one. There's not much of a head left of the other one, but yeah. And they are wearing Confederate soldier uniforms. And they basically take off after the other one. You had back.
Yeah.
You do see
Okay.
like that one that looks at you is the one you saw that night.
That night,
Yeah,
probably the
kind of eyes you.
Warpack leader or whatever.
Yeah, and he
warrior.
eyes you kind of like good job, like that little
Yeah.
nod. Basically, they take off, chasing after him.
As I'm loading my gun, Family squabble.
Even the two soldiers like, sweet Lord in heaven, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? I said, chill out, we're fine, we're fine. There's 7 more. They're on God's side. God's job on this.
Those are God wolves.
God wolves.
All creatures, great and small.
I kind of tied in and goes, calm down. Everything's all right now.
Oh man, my britches. Oh, poor britches.
Well,
Good job, Ben. You did do well. I thank you for helping me.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks,
Yep,
Ben.
thanks, Ben.
Thanks for not killing us.
We'll send you your treats later.
Doggy treat.
Doggy
Little bit,
treat.
little bit of Confederate
Some
soldier.
biscuit
Yum.
bones.
Yep.
You better bite.
Yeah, I think now that we know that it isn't really the vampires that the general was alluding to as far as special help and stuff, and I think it's the werewolves instead.
Seems quite strange indeed.
Or it could be both. Who knows?
And it's you. Basically, they run off. Kind of, they're out of rounds. The one guy's still pretty unnerved, shaken.
Mm-hmm.
He reloads his rifle, but the other guy's like,
So is it stirring?
yeah, he's fine. He's just, the other guy's a little bit better off. But he's just
Shaking and stirring.
Shaken and stirred.
shaken and stirred. Yes, thank you very much. What do you guys do, basically? We're out of rounds, so.
Double check it.
After this, I'm moving back to Chicago.
Funny, you should say that.
I'm going to check the gun.
It's just a misfire. So it's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, get rid of that.
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
Turns around, looks at it.
It says, congratulations! Holy mackerel!
Let's get the little flag.
Bang,
Kaboom.
bang! You win!
Well, I'll finish reloading my pistol and keep those 2 bullets handy somewhere. I'll probably take them out of my gun belt and put them in my pocket,
Okay.
just in case we run into those things again.
Or reload my shotgun. Take the 2 shells out.
The horses kind of calm down, but now that they're gone.
Well, can we proceed?
Leave them here in the middle of the road, or what?
Do you go up and look at them, or?
I probably
Yeah.
would spur up my horse to see if
Actually,
I
I'd probably-
recognize either of them.
Whatever his name is goes, actually, you might take a look at those 2 and see if maybe you might recognize them.
Okay. The other guys, I ain't going up there. I botched my roll earlier.
The fourth wall crumbles.
Ben said, "You're welcome, society."
Thank you.
You did a good job with Force Society.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's like, I'm not going up there. I can see that they're dead from here. He goes up. The one guy rolled a 2 and 1, so he just like, he pukes off
The one that goes up there.
yeah, he's just like, oh god, and it just there's head everywhere. And,
There's head everywhere. Where's Bo?
oh, I'm right here. Zip.
I'll try and use persuasion to kind of calm him down.
Go ahead.
Stop it!
Not the time, Robin.
So then you roll a d20, right, on the scare chart, if you feel.
Whatever the D6 next to the target terror number,
Oh, that's right. That's what
roll, and then you add that together and get the result.
uneasy characters stares backward and loses next act.
Just like,
He's like, oh, you made it.
I got 3, so only if it's easy.
It was 3. He had a 3.
Okay.
He rolled a 2 and a 1. So.
Okay.
Yeah. You calm him down. He's like, oh, okay. Whew. I expect to see wolves and their guys. I don't know what's going on. I didn't read the script. I'm just an extra.
Man, I didn't know I was getting more
Oh,
lines this week.
Oh, I remember him. He was in my neighborhood. We had.
Mr. Rogers?
Hello, neighbor.
I
When
thought
he
he only
your face.
changed his shoes and his sweater.
Well, he changes a lot nowadays. Yeah. So
A different kind
he
of
goes
stuff.
up, looks at it, and it's like, well, kind of wearing what she blew both their heads off. So,
Yeah, I know.
but he's like, they're wearing kind of clothes similar to him. So
And
I
he's with the
kinda
grays. Isn't
Pull
he?
up their sleeves, pull up their sleeves. Any tattoos or anything like that?
one of them has tattoos, stuff like that, but you can kind of tell by the coat. like that gray boy kind of duster they all kind of have. And looking them over, they kind of have that look where they're just, actually, you wouldn't have that because their clothes ripped off. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're naked. My bad.
Oh yeah, they would be.
They got a Confederate patch on their.
Yeah.
One does have some
That one
tattoos,
belt buckle. The
Yeah.
little Confederate.
but yeah, there is,
CSA forever.
yeah,
That's dedication.
yeah, they do have like a little burn mark, a little flag off their side,
Like a brand.
like a little brand,
Yeah.
and that's kind of the poor boy thing. They kind of do a little, like just the square, the cross, like the Confederate flag look, but just
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So they have that, or both of them have it on their shoulder.
Which ends up kind of looking like a Chex Mix.
Yeah,
Or pretty much.
which is what they are right
They're trail
now. They're
mix.
trail mix because they're on the trail
Yeah.
and they're all mixed up. So there you go.
But cheat.
We'll
So
be
does
here
he point
for
that
most of
out?
the
That,
night.
I'm so confused.
that's a mark.
Yeah, he's like, well, they're gray boys. I don't know who, but yeah.
It confirms what Olaf said. I go off.
All right. Well, he's like,
Leave
you want me to help you with that, or
and see behind.
well, what do we do with these? We burn them or what? I mean, were big dogs. They were were creatures.
They're dead now.
I don't think they'll be coming back soon.
But it might not be a bad idea if you can take them somewhere and burn them.
He looks over there and he's like, how's that?
Wherever, just as long as it's off the road.
You gonna help?
Olaf dismounts and helps drag the
All right, thank you.
remnants of the
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
bodies.
Copperhead will.
Delvin will too.
You kind of chuck the pieces over there and the rest of them over, but they don't really have any oil, so if you have some in the cart,
Sure.
you guys find enough to light them up. They do burn up.
I think we already did.
But yeah, you very much torch them up.
Yeah. And once they're pretty much on fire,
In the fields, the bodies burning.
we'll probably go ahead and take off. Like,
When you guys kind of doing that, you do hear some horsemen kind of coming back from back the road you were when they kind of started lighting them up.
from like following behind us or coming from the way the Gray Boys came.
Well, they went down the way you went,
Right.
but you can hear some horsemen coming back from that direction.
Coming back.
You're on the wagon, they probably still catch you either way.
Hmm?
You wait, or you
let's-
keep on going, or
Just keep
Keep
on
going.
going.
pretty much you
If
mount
they
up.
want to
you
talk
go
to
up.
us, they'll catch us. Catch up.
Pretty much you'll head up.
Getting into Memphis. The Memphis happens.
Yeah, it's like werewolf mating season.
That a thing.
They think
Children just deadpans at you. Is that a thing?
they think so.
The 1-2 soldiers are there, and they're like, "You go ahead. If it's our fellows, we'll tell him. We'll take care of it. If they're not, then they'll take care of us."
Good luck.
All right. Thank you, Father Cobb. We'll both be going to that church. Yeah, I think I will.
Hear anybody?
No, thank you.
Pretty much, you guys will start the road into town, and we'll wait for Brad to return.
Pudding.
Pudding. Plenty of pudding over there.
Magic pudding! Yay!
How are those bugles? They stale as hell now?
I got it. Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'll try them out. Hey, go to our link tree and go to the coffee and send us money to replenish our snack table. We need better snacks. Less snacks.
Pretty stale. At least seems like it. They're not horrible, but
We test it.
Maybe the grasshopper cookies have been open now for weeks on end. They're probably,
the other ones are still closed, so they might be good.
I know the cheese puffs were a little bit mealy. Trying to, it's like,
Or turn into the ship crew. You have to tap out the mealworms. That there's good. I will take me some of them for this road.
Oh yeah, and don't forget, for anybody who's in Hannibal, the first weekend of September.
Now this is a very cool event, everybody. Yeah, if
Show
you're
that
into
to the
steampunk, or if
Push it,
you're just
push
into
it.
cool things, this is awesome place to go.
The Big River Steampunk Festival. It's in Hannibal, Missouri. It's Labor Day weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It is an amazing event. Lots of people. It's all downtown, and we, Russ Larp, will be hosting Nerf dueling. So you can actually take 5 paces and shoot each other with Nerf guns.
right in the eyeball.
Everybody loves it.
You can play werewolf. Yeah. You can play werewolf or the guy getting shot by a werewolf. But you can put a gear on your head and make steampunk.
But yeah, if you
Put a gear on it.
if you get a chance, check out Big River Steampunk Festival. They've been doing it this will be the 7th year. We didn't do it last year, but yeah, it's an amazing thing, and so many costumes, so many people. It's a lot of fun.
They have bands, they have music, they have
Yeah.
So many people in and out of costume.
There's events you can buy. They have tickets online, but you can just show up and look.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Look for the link to Big River on our link tree.
Oh, cool.
Coming in the next few days.
And it's really funny when you're in Hannibal because people come down on Labor Day weekend. Like my favorite story, we're all in steampunk gear on the main street. These people come down, the husband and wife and their 2 kids. The kids were like 8 and 12. They come down, they turn the corner, and they're like, "What is this?" So all of a sudden another guy stopped and kind of explained to them what steampunk is and what this was. And they're like, "We didn't even know this was going on." And we're like, "Yeah, have fun." That was Saturday. On Monday, they came by the Nerf dueling area, and the kids had like like they bought goggles and like suspenders, and I was like, they're getting into it. And they're like, "Yeah, we're coming back next year." And I'm like, "That's awesome." Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And doing the Nerf dueling, the kids love it, but the adults do too. And we've seen kids grow up. It's weird. It is so
They
weird.
do.
Yeah. But yeah, this year they have the Wastelanders this year. It's post-apocalypse.
What's the
I think it's just Big River Steampunkfestival.com, I believe. And they're on Facebook. Big River Steampunk Festival. They have friends of the Big River Steampunk Festival. So you can keep track of what all's going on. The t-shirts they're doing this year are designed by Bobby. We got the proof of it. It looks really cool.
It's gonna be our link tree soon.
Yeah.
We do. It's on the link tree.
And apparently they have a couple guys with Mad Max car. I don't know if it's the Rat Rod or if it's an actual kind of Mad Max.
Interceptor?
I don't think it's the Interceptor, but
I know somebody who.
really?
Ooh. It's really small.
I want one of the Ford Holdens, the yellow cars that they had in the first
I'm in a couple of groups on Facebook who build
one. Oh yeah.
from all the different kind of movies.
Yeah, we did the Wasteland signs. They look pretty cool too.
Probably see Jamie Austin.
Are they thinking about coming this year? Yeah, yeah. I think
Look
they're
at
pulling them
Wasteland
about.
everything.
It's just a small little area, but it'd be pretty cool.
Fair enough.
I think they were gonna have one that's diesel punk, but I don't know if they have it this year or they're doing it next year. I'm not sure. You're scaring the straights.
We have straights. Quit straightening the scares.
what? Okay,
Boys, you're scaring the straight.
so pretty much you guys will ride into town in the evening. It's almost kind of like Nashville. I mean, Nashville's like Memphis. Kind of dark, dreary. It does have that same sort of depressing.
Kind of dark, kind of gloomy, and as always, full of dead people.
Yep.
What can you do?
What can you do?
No, not this place. It's full of werewolf.
Yeah. There are a lot more soldiers here, it does seem. They're kind of camped outside of town. But yeah, which they're kind of eyeing going through. It does seem to be a pretty good encampment here, their brigade or something like that. So, but it looks like the town's been, war weary for some time, and mud and streets, been raining a bit. Kind of a little depressing when you do get into town, but you're kind of riding in. Bo's like, "Well, gentlemen, I'm not too sure if we discuss fully again, since it was some time ago where all we were deciding to head off to. Now, if I remember right, Julio, you said your lady was with the Black Dragon. See, yeah, she was. I'm not sure.
Where was Julio the whole time during the fight?
Hiding under the wagon, probably.
Yeah, because I forgot to roll for him, so he failed his guts.
Okay.
There
Might
we
have been hiding because they didn't want to turn.
Yeah.
Go to-
What's going on up there?
go. Actually, you did have him in the back of the big wagon. Anyway,
He was getting ready to unload the.
yeah, he couldn't figure out how to fire it, so he was untarped it and had it all ready to fire, and he was like, "Oh, okay, they're gone." He's like, "Yeah, but she has 5 brothels. She has 5 brothels, man. I don't know where she could be. They move her around."
Give Bo about 10 minutes, he could tell you. Actually, no. 5 brothels, he'll be at it all night.
I will do my best, gentlemen. I will divide and conquer their lives. But yes. Well, we could go to, as I said before, the Blue Madam, Miss Molly, who's a friend of mine. She runs the competition, you might say.
That's right.
Good
Oh.
golly.
Rich Street Rucksacks are also rivalry of the five, the hand of 5 here.
Don't take this energy. In fact, you just kind of still. I feel a more powerful situation. Good sticks for this.
And if
Well, that is true.
these brothels are rivals of, I don't know, that's probably not where she's going to be.
But Miss Molly does have
Might have
Oh.
some information.
she has her pulse on the city.
That might be a good idea.
At least I can tell you she would be an ally here and not an enemy of sorts. We left on pretty good terms, and between myself and our good friend there over there, I think we have enough money to make her even a closer friend.
Got it?
He kind of winks. I have an extended long bit of credit I can give it to.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
How what you calling it now?
Well, I like to make a deposit once in a while.
Oh.
Oh, I'm talking about sex. Oh,
Conveniences. Oh!
oh. 18 plus. Thank you for playing. Anyway, yes. Yeah. So you could go there, or like you said, there's the other gangs.
So we go with Miss Marley's first.
Or you can kind of the Tip Top Gang. He does have his pit fights and all that stuff, and his kind of casinos. There are those places. He does have his mansion outside, on the kind of the opposite side of town you're leaving, kind of more on the bluffs, kind of looking over the.
Well, we wanted to make sure we get her out of the way first. Well, let's go
And if
visit.
she's got the pulse in the city, she can tell us maybe what's going on at these other places or
Right.
if anything's changed.
Okay. So you head over to Miss Molly's.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of knows where she owns some brothels and some other bars and saloons, but she does kind of have a large madam's house in one part of the town near Park, and kind of the riskier part of town. So he takes you kind of over that way, and there's a little stable hitching area, and it's actually kind of a higher end saloon, hotel,
Okay.
kind of the higher clientele.
Well,
sort.
actually, probably, I assume at some point we split ways with the other two.
They're going to stay back and take care of the body.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
You
Yeah.
went upstairs, and they said too, if somebody coming, we'll tell them what happened.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. We'll be seen at church. Both of them. Was that it, Brad?
Hmm?
Was that it?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, and it's been mirrored. As you walk through town too, there's a lot of the factories are still smoking, and you can smell the docks, and there's smoke and mud and everything just saying nobody really looks at you in the eye. They just kind of walk themselves. And as you get to the richier part of town, there is people do nod their hats, especially you two, since you are priests. Father.
Priest with a shotgun in the back.
Well, you do have the collar soldier, but Olaf here is definitely a priest, so he does get that respect. So, and Bo's dressed fairly well, all the time anyway.
Gigolo outfit.
Yeah. Pretty much, you guys will get out there. Do you leave? Julio can stay with the wagon if you want.
Yeah, if we're gonna until we find a place to stash it, let's have someone guarded.
And he'll watch the horses too. And
Thank goodness they get dirty.
Yeah.
Oh, wash them.
Wash
yeah,
them.
undercarriage wash.
Yeah.
You know those undercarriages.
and they do have like a kind of a person that watches the horses there too, kind of feeds them, water them if you want for a few dollars.
Water mine extra. I want him to grow another foot.
Yeah. Get some of that miracle grow stuff in.
Little fertilizer.
Yep.
Wait a minute. That's going to coming out of the other end.
Whenever he drops, rub it on his belly.
What? On
Water
Julio's?
down. Yeah.
It comes out. He's like, I'm covered in gin, man. What did you tell that guy? Here you go, you nice little guy.
Disguise, Julio. So.
Well, you guys walk in and again, it's a very nice kind of saloon lounge hotel. So it's got a very big lobby. There's a big smoking area. There's a bar over the side. Real fancy. There's a guy playing the piano, a grand piano, and it's very posh. It's got gas lighting, and everyone is laughing. And you actually feel that dreariness outside as you clean the boots off. You leave it out there too. You kind of come in here, and that dread is kind of gone. Actually, it feels pretty good. People are laughing, having a good time. The women are very beautiful, scantily clad.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm feeling really good right now.
Yeah.
And there's smoke and everything else as you approach. A very beautiful brunette kind of comes up to you and says like, "Oh, good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to the Blue Madams." I says, "Leave your blues at the door. We'll bring you smiles even more. Come on in."
I'm bringing smiles with a horse.
Well, you can fill in your own line there, sir.
Fill in something. Sorry.
So she kind of escorts you in, and she's dressed conservatively. She's actually like the hostess. But would you gentlemen like a table or the bar or someplace to sit?
Please, ma'am.
Of course, of course. Yes, if I might ask about Miss Molly. Oh, Miss Molly's indisposed. Well, her and I go way back. Oh, I'm sure you do, sir. Miss Molly has many gentlemen that are very close to her. Well, just tell her, Bo is here.
Number
And he
9.
reaches,
Yeah.
he kind of reaches in and he kind of hands her a card.
Tell her that Itchy Balls is called.
Big Bubba Wubba do.
Tell him scratch and sniff.
Captain Stratton Sniff.
Captain, Lieutenant Scratch and Sniff is here. And this is my card.
Sucky.
You fellas speak something?
Suck, he's working here.
Well, you don't take your cash.
Only 2 bits.
Only 2 bits. I'm kind of stunt double.
2 bits. Oh, I only bite twice.
I'll take the teeth out for 1 extra bit. Your teeth. Woo!
I only bite because of my seizures.
Wow.
Sorry, when we introduce Sucky, things go way bad.
Yeah, they go bad. They go real bad. Yeah. So,
I'm gonna roll that character up sometime.
he's like, well, most indeed. And he gives her some money too. And she's like, well, all right, I'll definitely pass this on to her. I'll please if you do. And gives her a little bit more. And some drinks for the gentleman here. Been a rough ride into town. Of course. Sure. So a bartender kind of comes over. And gentleman's like, may I help you, gentlemen? What sort of drink would you like?
Whiskey, please.
Whiskey.
Beer and whiskey.
Beer and a whiskey.
Same.
Game.
Get this whiskey for me, please. Very well, gentlemen. Would you like any sort of food or any other sort of entertainment?
What do you have for time?
We have steaks, we have meat potato, and Miss Molly's secret recipe meatloaf.
Sounds wonderful.
Very good, very good. We'll get you down, so
Yeah, meatloaf. I have to see how close it goes to the Swedish meatballs.
Oh, and Miss Molly's very good with meatballs.
You better.
I'm sorry, Father. I meant actually with Swedish meatballs.
Meatballs.
Better hurry up and get in line.
Yeah, if you'll excuse me.
Best get in line before Bo
Very
gets
good
there.
with the meatballs. If you'll excuse me, I'll be right back.
I'll take meatloaf and some potatoes.
All right, very good. Very good.
Your meatloaf.
There's no loafing around.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf's all the way around. It is very good, gentlemen. It is her grandmother's. She actually started the business as a restaurant back in
They
the
made
day.
it from her grandmother.
Well,
Bunch
I
of
mean,
cannibals
she's,
around here.
This is werewolf meatloaf.
it's a little gamey. It's a little
That's what I'm
it's
saying,
mummified. It
gamey.
takes a while, but that's a
It's
secret
a little
ingredient.
gammy.
Yep.
Oh,
Gammy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Comes with its own au jus. You can soak it in.
yeah.
Oh, my
Not
goodness.
going there any
Oh,
further. Not going there any further.
No, I wouldn't either.
It's a great term for a vampire camp. Oh my God, you're leaking out of you.
You're leaking
What?
au
What?
jus.
What am I going? You pretty much get there, get your food. It is actually quite delicious. So, and actually after the long trip and everything else you've encountered, it's
All the
actually
more
good,
so.
good home cooked meal and
Ben
everything
says,
else.
werewolf meatloaf? You wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it'll
No, I
transform
won't
you into
do
something
that.
new.
We're doing it.
Yep. And after midnight, there's a full moon. Yeah.
Gross hair.
Gross hair down there. You'll get real Swedish meatballs.
Oh.
And therein lies the tail.
Yep.
Well,
Oh. This is.
I really expected a dice barrage.
Yeah,
like that.
I have none.
too tired.
Yep.
No.
All right.
No.
After a while,
You deserve it. That was horrible.
after a little bit, that same hostess kind of comes over. She's like, "Oh, gentlemen, I see you're done with your meals and drinks. Miss Molly, see you when at your convenience, of course. I'm so sorry." And she kind of hands the money back to Bo. She's like, "I'm so sorry. I did not recognize you. I've been kind of new here." She's like, "Oh no, dear, you keep that for yourself." Like, "Oh, all right. Well, thank you, Mr. Beauregard. I didn't recognize you." "Well, that's fine. I didn't recognize you either. But if after later, maybe we can recognize each other."
Oh boy.
Perhaps you can wait till next week. When we're
Oh, sorry, Cobb. Sorry, Cobb. Old habits. Old habits. Old habits. Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. Well, if you gentlemen are ready, you can follow me.
That was a good time.
Walk this way.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Walk this way.
You got a nice sway going on.
Sachet.
Sachet. She does take you up kind of the third floor, which is the top floor. And first of it, that's kind of her
Office.
office, kind of a room or two. It is 4-story, but she has the third, and it kind of looks over the park. And pretty much she opens the door, lets you in, and as you go in, you do see kind of a middle-aged woman, still very attractive, very voluptuous. She turns and smiles, and instantly you can tell she has like a very high mane, and but she has that cunning in her eyes. She's got like deep green and like have a natural red, and she's kind of dyed some of it a little bit. She's getting a little gray, but she still is very attractive. She has like, I think you can get pretty twice, right? Or just one?
No,
In Savage World's pretty and prettier, but pretty is good.
She does have pretty then, but she does that. She just oozes like a charisma as soon as you enter the room.
Oh, it's just,
Yeah, it's just
Achoo.
dripping. She just like,
Out of the
y'all
arm.
want some charisma?
somehow that is just pretty.
I just reek pretty. You can wring it out of me.
It's just oozing me out of me like a sponge.
Bo's like, would you like another oogly moogly?
Oogly moogly. I forgot about it.
That's a shot glass butt sweat with a hair in it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, 18 bucks.
That was from years ago.
Years ago, that's an
Oh
old
my
thing,
god.
yeah.
Oogly moogly.
Oogly moogly. Anyway, yeah. No, she does not offer that. But she comes in. You do see.
Unless you pay an extra, cowboy.
You do see kind of
I don't have an
stoic
extra
off in the
cowboy.
corner, a very large, strong African American man. He basically has a 2-gun rig. He's got a white shirt with his arms, sleeves rolled up, suspenders.
I hope that's not Molly.
Yeah, no, I'm Molly. Yeah, I'm Molly.
Nice to see you, Bo.
Well, I see you haven't changed much. You got rid of the mustache.
Damn it.
I still got them Swedish meatballs while something gets it over. Oh, Lord. Anywho, no, but he's very stoic and kind of stands back in the background. He does have like a derby on, and he's just got his arms crossed in the back in the corner like that. There is another girl sitting here, and she's playing with tarot cards. She also does have the pretty. All right, she has long black raven hair. She's got lots of feathers.
Always black-haired people do all the mystical crap.
It just happens.
It just happens.
The Raven.
Yeah.
Right.
And basically she does actually kind of look a mix of like Indian, like Hindu
Oh, okay.
and American.
Eastern Indian.
So she does have an exotic look to her as well. And she's basically kind of looking over the stuff. And as she moves, you hear her feet jingle. She's a belly
Oh.
dancer.
Yeah.
Jingle, jingle. She got feet on her that jingle around.
Got rings on her fingers, 12 on her shoes,
Yep. And there's feet on the bells.
Oh.
beating her ears.
But she kind of looks at you all, and she kind of just nods and puts another card down. And she instantly, Molly, she kind of comes up to you guys like, well, Beauregard T. Johnson, if I ever live and breathe, I never thought I'd see your attractive, handsome face in here again. You're not going to run out on me again like you did last time. Well, I regret that.
Can I scrutinize her
Yes,
to see whether or not she's
I think
actually...
we're all scrutinizing her at this point.
Well, I have to
got it,
regret
I got
what
it.
happened here last time in Nashville. It was a
I
bit.
probably have to scrutinize that top button to make sure it doesn't pop off.
Yeah, they're about to go. It's like the bullet that blew the guy's
I
head off.
love it.
It's like
Hang on.
Dolly Parton in
19.
Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Actually, that's a good analogy with red hair. 19? Okay.
16.
I got one.
Oh, okay. Sure. Well, you guys definitely, it's kind of that. When you scrutinize her, she's kind of like, she actually is, when she does see Boo, Bo, Boo, hi Boo. When she does see Bo, at first she seems a little anxiety going on. But when she does see him, she does genuinely kind of like, oh, it is you. Kind of that at first, kind of like, oh, it's Bo. At the same time, it's like, oh, it's Bo. So it's kind of that.
He's happy to see him, but maybe
I know
there's
you
some
too.
differences.
It's not a bad thing, but it's just kind of like, I know who you are.
Yeah.
It is good to see an old friend, but
It might be a little tiring.
Yeah.
it's more like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Depends
He's a
what
sweet guy, but we're just going to be friends
It depends
forever.
what his stamina is.
Yeah. It's kind of like that. But she does, especially you guys that get over 10, she does seem nervous, quite nervous when you guys come in and just kind of eyeing all of you a little bit. But kind of like, and she was looking out the window, and as you kind of come back, she does seem something else is occupying her mind, and she does seem a little agitated. So. But yeah, she's like, well, I do regret leaving in such a hasty manner last time. I hope I didn't owe you any sort of debt here at the... Well, I says, well, your credit's always good with me, and I don't think you'll ever pay back all that you owe me, but you've been able to pay me in certain ways. And she kind of slaps it across the face. Well, I'll be happy to settle up tonight if that's possible. Well, maybe not tonight. He kind of looks at you two.
You can settle your debt anytime you wish. Just make sure it's in cash.
She visibly, she's like, oh, well, we have different types of credit here. And she kind of eyes.
Stand preaching. We deal in sex here.
She smiles at you, and I'm like,
fucking.
wow.
Red.
You can put that piece of plastic through this slot anytime.
Yeah.
Oh boy! Wow! Wow! I'm sorry. Wow! Don't ban us. Wow! Sorry, Ben.
Olaf, hat in hand. Just
Andre,
not
it's so wonderful to meet you. And
and
kinda like you.
continentally take her hand, kiss it.
Tastes like
Just,
slow.
Oh,
Uh,
she's very perfumed, very beautiful.
mm,
And then she says in Swedish, unter Augen Ufendaten. Hello, how are you?
I guess that was totally sweet.
fit-
Yeah, it was.
It was.
What's a meatball?
Everybody knows Swedish.
Van Schwarzen ingen hunger.
So meatballs.
Yeah.
Olaf, get the right.
And she's like, Ukatagen.
Unge dankving. Kan du ingenting kan
Wogen, die Dagen, Wogen.
I even want
It's
to know what they get said.
She's like, it's good to meet you, father. I says, you are Swedish. And he says, and she's like, oh, you're such a handsome priest. I'm glad to have you here. And, yeah, it's like, it's very good. My mother was I can't remember what sect you were. Presbyterian?
It's
Lutheran.
Lutheran. The state church of
Yeah,
Sweden.
yeah, Lutheran. She's like,
Yeah.
my mother was Lutheran and she was from Sweden. So, yes.
And what region was she from?
Kind of the north, you can tell. A little bit.
The Upper West Side.
Okay.
Up on the west side.
North is Smolensk. Okay.
You kind of tell the village, which is
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
You will definitely have to try my big meatballs. They're very juicy and delicious. I would love you to taste them anytime you would like.
I'm eating facts.
I look at her and I wink and I said, I look forward to it, Miss Molly.
Oh, well, we'll have to cook something hot up in the kitchen together sometime. Woo.
Ben says, don't sorry on my account. I'm having fun.
Okay, good.
Exchange some recipes.
Well, we can exchange very interesting recipes.
Did I just witness a priest hit on a madam?
Pretty
And
much.
this was all in Swedish.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I know.
But
Oh, yeah.
But just from inflections, you can probably figure out.
From the
She rolled a
bludgeoning
27.
and the pint in his.
A 29 actually was her
Road.
verdict, so on her persuasion. So you might be a little smitten on her. So you can try to resist, but
I don't want to resist.
I don't want her to resist. Okay, that's fine. So she schmoozes all the way over, and then Bo's sitting in her back. Well, she ain't lost nothing. She gonna go. He leans over to you and she's like, "I feel sorry for poor old Reverend. He's probably gonna have to be confessing to Cobb by the end of the night."
Oh, I think Cobb's about ready to be his ass now.
That's true. Mine too.
Hey, what Lutherans do, that's their own.
But yeah, she says, "I'm so sorry, gentlemen. Please have a seat." He said, "Luther, will you please give these gentlemen a drink?" "Yes, ma'am." He kind of goes over and gets some drinks. He's been pissing this whole time. Here you go, rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake hors d'oeuvres.
She goes like, "You want a shot?"
Yeah.
Was that on a white or brown cracker?
Brown cracker. Brown cracker.
Aaron, is that an oogly moogly plus? What is-
There's 3 hairs in it. One is gray. We don't know where the gray one came from. All right. Yeah, but he gives you guys some drink. She kind of settles down. And says, "Well, what brings you back to town, Bo? I didn't expect to see you bringing some old people in for you."
And says, guys, either she goes for the balls or you attack a werewolf. All happens in the same day. It's just a day in the life.
Roll your initiative.
Welcome to Deadlands.
Yeah, it's just a day in the life of the Memphis crew.
Yep, that's right.
Just killed a werewolf. Want a hump?
Doggy style.
Doggy style.
Oh. All right. Yes. Sorry. She's like, "Well, what brings you gentlemen here to Nashville? I mean, I appreciate the business, Bo, bringing these fine gentlemen, beautiful men here with us."
Which was explain the
And then
situation
she
there
kinda-
for there.
She kind of pauses for a minute. She kind of goes, "Now, I have to say, and I hate to do this to you, Bo, these are obviously, are these all men friend of yours?" "Well, yes, I'll speak for all of them all. Well, I've known these men for most of my life. Well, my good life so far.
At least 1 year.
Yeah.
That's a good half a minute.
But I'd gladly take a bullet for them. He's like, really? He's like, yes, indeed I would. Well, I'm surprised to hear that word from you. You take a bullet for another person, Bo? Yes, I have. People change. Well, people do not change, Beauregard T. Johnson. But, all right, obviously these gentlemen have something to do with you, so I will take your honor upon that. But you, Mr. Copperhead, we had a conversation last time we were here. Now, you knew what would happen if you came into my establishment again.
You must mean the other fella that I killed.
Excuse me?
The one who was posing as me.
And as he puts the drink down behind you, he's like right behind you.
Yeah.
And,
That black guy?
yeah.
I just hold up my hand. I don't go for my guns, and I'm like, there was a fella posing as me. Like to do things to little girls, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's dead.
I can vouch for that. I was there.
I too.
I actually had Bo take his body up north. Maybe they think I was dead too.
And then the raven hair girl, and I told you, it's not him, but the mirror. He kind of eyes her a little bit. I'll swear to you. I swear to you. He kind of taps his hand on them. That is true. And she's like, all right. She's like, comes over to you. Can I see your hand? So she kind of grabs him.
Whack, whack.
She pulls out the ruler. Bad boy. All right.
He's like,
I'm sold.
She's kind of like,
Now what you gonna do?
now if you don't
Court now
mind,
you.
if you don't mind.
I'm gonna lick the hands.
Now this is the dark-haired
And
girl,
sniff
right?
it.
No, this is her.
Oh, this is...
Molly.
Yeah, Molly. She's like, he goes, now, Molly. No, I'm on to see. Take my hand.
I do.
You have broken my back. She said, and she moves something in her hand. Happens. She's like, well, I'll be.
I kind of look at her like, I don't know what pact you're talking about, ma'am.
I'll do. She kind of like,
I think she'd made the promise or with the other fella.
and then he goes, I told you. He is the mirror. He is not. He is the true image, not the shadow in the fake in the mirror. He goes, well, that's all I need to know. My apologies. And she kind of goes, Thompson puts her hand on your. He's like, I'm so sorry. You have to understand. You look so much like that other gentleman. Gentleman is a hard word to say, but he is dead. You say?
Oh, yeah.
You
Shot him in the
might
heart.
say the other man looked so much like him, not the
Yeah.
other way around.
She does like scrutinize you when you're saying. She's almost feeling your pulse, so she's kind of knowing what she's doing.
Whether, yeah,
Yeah, she's like, so you are not him,
not that fella.
but you are Copperhead.
As long as you don't spread it around too much, especially if there's any Yankees around here.
That we do not have. I'm so sorry. Well, I owe you more than an apology. And I owe you actually my greatest thanks, Mr. Copperhead.
What'd this fella do to you other than maybe rough up some girls or something?
He roughed up a few girls, but more importantly, he roughed up other people, girls in the city. And in
Yeah.
fact, you heard a couple younger girls.
Yeah.
I tend not to put girls in the certain trade unless they wish to. Some other dealers here in town tend to put them in regardless. It has come to my attention over the years that sometimes people are sold into such beings, and if they are, I tend to buy them and make sure they have a choice in what they wish to do. I always need girls to clean and wash and do other sort of things. So if they're smart enough, get a proper education, help me down the road. Maybe as a lawyer, or get married to some influential gentleman who has some sway in here in the town or somewhere else. So, yeah.
Well, I can't amend everything that bastard did, but
You keep him from doing it anymore to anyone else.
at least I stopped it. Yep.
And as Bo knows, and he's taught me a few things over the years, she kind of smiles a little bit, looking at him. It's like, we have a similar trade. Not as grand as some other he or others, but I know a little of this or that. But one thing I made sure is to make sure he knew if he came back here what would happen to him. Bo's like, you put the pack on him. Yes, I did. Well, you obviously can tell that this is not him. He didn't drop dead. Well, he did drop dead, but I'm happy for it. So I am indeed in your debt, Mr. Copperhead, and it is always an honor to have a famous, true gentleman here in the establishment, the Blue Bolly, the Blue Moon, I should call it. But yes, any side, any way, you gentlemen are most welcome. And is there anything that Miss Molly can do for you gentlemen? You just need to ask. And then Luthor has moved away back to his spot.
Yeah.
It is something that we were hoping you might be able to help us with.
Well, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, and Bo will introduce all of you guys. I was so distracted by your way. He goes, well, of course, Mr. Father Cobb, how may I be assistance to you?
We're looking for somebody.
Well, everyone is, and usually here in Nashville. Who are you looking for?
Hispanic girl works for the what's the name of the dragons? Black Dragons.
Black Dragons. Mm-hmm. You can see the disdain in her face.
I said Hispanic girl.
Yeah.
Did we know her name?
Julia?
Yep. Julia. Oh, yeah.
And not willingly.
Well, most girls over there aren't. But I understand it's kind of strange that now her brother, she kind of looks at the other thing. Is it Julio? And she's going, Julio. Like, oh, Julio. Quite a good fighter. Got under Connor's hands here recently. Took a few falls when he shouldn't have. But I noticed she's been working over there, but not really working. Kind of doing my sort of thing, but I think just threatening her in a way. Yeah, I know who you're speaking of. You don't see many buddy in that position of doing paperwork or other such things in the Black Dragons who isn't of an Asian descent. She does tend to stand out when people are looking about.
He's still there.
And which establishment?
I can find out pretty easily. There's usually, they have 5 brothels. She's usually in 1 or 2 of them.
We have promised a brother to help him get her free.
So I gather you guys stopped them when they came to visit you the other night, Mr. Cobb?
Someone else stopped them.
Some say that broken banjos. Blessed man.
Well, I heard it wasn't quite a blessed place
Punch.
back in the day.
It
But
was. My twin
yeah, I think
frequented there, if that gives you any idea.
There was a Hector, I believe, did stuff with Connor there.
He's gone too.
Well, I might have to visit that fine city one of these days now. Sounds like it's getting much better.
Still got some work to do.
Well, I'm sure the good Lord will shine upon it.
I like to think so.
It will.
And it wasn't us that ran those fellas off, but it was Cobb who told Connor to piss off.
Well, I'm surprised you're still sitting here, Cobb. Connor's been kind of busy lately, but it was just a matter of time before he personally comes down to visit you, I imagine. You don't take to Connolly to somebody whipping his boys or making him look bad.
Well, have a chance to talk to me again if you like.
Looking for
And
me.
you won't have to travel too far.
Now, you gentlemen seem to be smart fellows and good boys and pretty well with a gun. He looks at you and obviously quite handsome and full of the Lord's justice. Smiles at you. But
I went back.
he's like, but still, Connor's not a man to be messing with. And Bo, I know you. You are not your sort of thing. Well, things change, Molly. As I said before, people change. As you said, if this fella does seem he would be coming back to the Belkin Banjo one way or other, so it's best to get him and take care of him on our own means.
Besides, he's done a few things that's warranted the attention of certain government.
Well, that's not surprising. He's played more sides than a baseball, football game.
Imagine it all going to catch up to him sooner or later.
Well, one would think, but he has 9 lives like some sort of cat. I think he's down to his 8th one.
I think he just ran out on his late one.
Well, if you really think you're going to march into Connor's place, I don't think you won't be able to do that. He's armed up like Fort Knox, and he's got all them gray boys on his back, besides watching him over him.
He's got a few less at this point.
Thought he and Hemlock didn't exactly get along very well.
No, now that is what is so strange, because Connor used to pay Hemlock dues and give all his men free sort of business to come and play in the games, and they'd bring other soldiers in, and so on and so forth. It was kind of Connor was his henchman, not the other way around. But here recently, the last few weeks, things have changed around 100%. I don't know the general ever to kowtow to anyone, even General Lee, but it seems that he's done a 180 now, and he seems like some sort of whipped dog right around. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. Connor finally got some dirt on the good general to the point where the general can't do anything about it. What?
Well, Hemlock seemed to be pretty cocksure of himself when we met him earlier today.
Well, I've dealt with Hemlock personally on more than one occasion. Kind of disappointing. Such a commander of the field doesn't seem to know how to move his troops around very well. But regardless of what I'm saying, yes, he does seem to be distracted lately. I've heard rumors saying that he's found a new way to arm his militias up.
We may have encountered that.
Really? What would that be? A new weapon? Some sort of business and all?
Best you ask him himself.
I will not be talking to Hemlock anytime soon, I hope.
I guess it's a wise move.
I intend to be a wise lady. That's why I'm still here, even with the Black Dragons and everybody else running the city. Old Blue Monty's still sitting around, smiling.
But as far as Hemlock and Connor goes, right now, we're just interested in the girl.
Well, as much as I hate Kylin, who's the head of the Black Dragons, she's a little bit under Connor's thumb as well. She started up a rival business with me over some time ago, and well, she has a cousin with Kang, the railroad tycoon. So she was able to get a few muscle down after a while, and was kind of like able to establish herself quite well. And I quickly learned that I should mind my own business, get my own side of town, and we'll see who wins fair and square. But for some reason or another, Connor would basically, well, he tried on me, of course, to get my girls to work for him. I didn't fall for that. And she kind of looks at her arm a little bit. She's kind of like, I kind of suffered for that, but so did he. He kind of smiles wisely. And you can kind of tell when somebody breaks their arm, it's kind of got a little thing, and she looks like she's healed it, but it looks like, if she looks at it, he probably broke her arm at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I have my own ways of getting back at people. She kind of looks at Bo and smiles. She's like, yeah, you do.
Connor's been using this girl as a bargaining chip. We know he's good at blackmail. He's holding it over this kid's head.
He's going to eventually get the kid killed, and he'll turn her into a whore. He likes to play games with them, like bait, putting them out in front of a dog until they think they're safe, and then he gobbles them all up. That's about everybody gets in Connor's way.
We're hoping to get this girl, get her out of the way, so when we go after Connor, he's too busy worrying about us to worry about her. At least we can do some good along the way on our way out, if that's the case. Or we can shut down Connor and just let it lie.
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Your balls was clanging so loud, I couldn't hear quite what you said.
I'd probably actually laugh and say, oh, you know.
I understand you gentlemen think that you can do some business, but it's pretty untouchable at this point, unless you've got, I don't know, half the marshals on your side and half the Pinkertons up north, and probably Mr. Lee and half an army coming in. I would think you probably don't stand much of a chance.
I'd probably smile and go, well, we haven't talked to the Pinkertons yet.
Well,
And I kind of like, well, we got the rest.
Read this.
She takes it. She's like, oh, all right. She reads through it. And she goes, As she reads through it, she kind of grins and then she gives the response. Because it says for
the acknowledgement.
what was it?
The phrase.
Yeah. She starts reading the front of it. And she goes, "For honor and glory,
Mm-hmm.
glory be to the South." I can't remember. I got it written down here.
Oh, and that was those loyal to
well,
Lee.
loyal to Lee.
Yeah.
She goes like that. Well met. So you're one of the. Oh, it's not actually. I have it. No wonder I couldn't find it. Who actually typed it. For blood and honor, and the reply of for confederacy and victory. It says you're one of Lee's gentlemen, then, huh?
We know.
Well,
I
all
can
right.
pull that back out of her.
And she kind of like,
And I'm like, personally, met him.
We've met.
oh, I saw you in the paper. You're the one that helped save Lee's train from going over the edge. And you too, weren't you? I saw that handsome fella. You weren't in there.
I wasn't there either.
No, I wasn't.
Kelvin. Who was the two? There was two characters that took all the
Was Olaf?
political.
I stayed away from the.
Bo.
Bo.
Maybe it was.
It wasn't
Bonnie?
Copperhead. I know
Yeah, it
that.
wasn't.
It was probably Kelvin and Bo.
Kelvin, definitely.
Mostly.
Yeah.
But-
So yeah,
Yeah,
you two.
I
know Bo
stayed
did.
out. Olaf stayed out
She's
of
like,
the
I
limelight.
knew you too. She's like, well, okay, that makes sense. So
Maybe
is
as
any
far
of these
as,
gentlemen's going to come along?
As far as Rangers and Pinkertons go, he might have a few up our sleeves as well.
Oh, you always surprise me. Well, that's what I try to do. You think you got me all figured out? I come in at a new angle.
Bred two of them.
Well,
I need to make him.
And they're
Yeah.
and they're acute angles.
cute
That's what
angles.
I'm gonna say.
She goes, well, interesting.
So as you can see, we might have a little bit more leverage on Connor, but we do need to get this girl out
Well,
of
I
the way.
was going to try and talk you out, just getting the girl going, but maybe you got a shot.
Well, why don't we just start with getting the girl to start with?
And then we'll accept any help afterward. And I kind of smile.
Yeah.
So
And then
you can convince us otherwise.
she kind of goes over and she's like, well, can you find out? And the one girl goes, starts puts hand like, don't just go ask. If that don't work, then you can do your eyeball thing. And she kind of like stands up, and she's got the leggings that jingles, so she leaves.
He goes,
We'll find out where she's sitting.
it would also be nice if we could find a way to get her back without the least amount of bloodshed.
Well, that might be an interesting contract for you gentlemen, because I was going to say, you might have an ace up your sleeve if you talk to the Black Dragons, but it'd be only if you could really take down Khan. But what you're saying is what you're saying, you might actually have that. You might even get the Black Dragons on your side if you play it right. You do seem to have a gambler among you, along with some other fellas.
Not really interested in helping out some other gang get a grip on the city.
No, but I might be able to talk to him. And I kind of pull out that charm that the old man gave me.
Well, that's a pretty trinket. What the hell's that? That looks like something they'd have or wear.
A couple folks we know gave this to us. Apparently they had a falling out with, was it Kylan's? Who was it they had the falling out with? Lopan.
Yeah, Lopan, and that's
Doesn't he kind of help run the Black Dragons or own it or
yeah,
something?
he's like somewhere involved with it or
Yeah.
something.
And I'm like, theoretically, if we show this, they'll show us the courtesy of
All right, Lynn.
talking to us, and not killing us.
Well, I will tell you this: that Lopan has been seen on the streets here in Memphis,
In
You mean
Tennessee.
Nashville?
Nashville. I'm sorry, yeah, Nashville.
Because we don't want to go back.
Well,
No, I don't
yeah,
want you to
why-
go back.
We just
there either.
got here.
Why wouldn't he?
Well, he's not been seen around here for some time. And the black man's like, "You saw Lopan on the street?" Yes.
Yeah, he did, Uncle Chew.
Sorry, I had to do it.
No, we can't quote that movie at all. At all.
At all. She's like, yes, I did. Apparently there's something that Connor has, and I do not know what it is. But my girl says it's something of great power that Connor has that they want, and he's been under their thumbs ever since. And that Mr. Lopan is coming into town to finally see if he can get a hold of it and be done with this business.
But you don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is, but it is something of great interest to the Black Dragons. And the Black Dragons, something from go all the way out to the far west to the Mesa. So if he's come all the way out from there, he might be somebody of importance. You might be able to talk to him. I would be able to get you an audience, but I can do that alone with whatever that thing is. I mean, if anything else, you can talk your way or you can try and shoot your way to get her out of there. Don't make no business to me, but I and the Black Dragons, we have an understanding. You got your side of town, I got my side of town. So
We can try and talk our way out.
We can do that.
it's up to you, gentlemen. But I can make sure that if you get her out, I can make sure that they both get out of town pretty quick if you need them.
That would appreciate it.
It'd be my pleasure.
Well, we don't have to worry about him in case my gun's not going off.
All right.
I can see that there's somebody nearby to help you with that. And she kind of pauses for a second. He says, now, you said something about Pinkertons a little bit ago. So those are your friends in town? And what would the Confederacy be doing with a bunch of Pinkertons, if I have to ask? And he goes, well, that might be one of my daughters. Excuse me? I thought you fired blanks, Bo. Well, I always shoot on target. Once in a while, I do make my mark. No, I recently found out I did have 2 daughters, which has kind of set my path on a more correct, godly manner as best can be accepted by me.
A drunkenly godly manner.
Yeah, I would believe that. But yes,
Like a guy got
one
pulled
of
over and
them
he's
is
failing
my
the
daughter, who
sobriety
is a
test.
Pinkerton. And, I did send word about our dealings here. I know this Connor man is wanted by the North. Maybe we look into that. Well, we've seen quite a few of their people here. One of them velociraptors, or one of them gyros, the flying machine. And then you hear that, Olaf. Dennis.
Olaf's
Yeah.
having a nightmare.
Night
She
terror.
says one of those helicopters. I can't think what they're called.
Ornithopters.
Ornithopters here in town. So that piques your interest pretty easy, quite a bit too. And it's like, yes, but it's kind of weird. You can't really. It's like you can't see it, and sometimes only once on top of you do you hear it. So I figured that's something they'd be doing. But it's like a stealth of a
Yeah. Stealth ornithopter.
Yeah.
Something I'd be very interested to try to look into with my background. Before my calling, I was a engineer with the Swedish Army Artillery.
Oh, I see. I'm such a learned man too. So righteous in the books and knows how to handle equipment. I know. I know a man.
Many forms.
Oh, wow, good. Well, I'm sure you can handle a cannon well. And build something nice between them. Well, I can look into that for you and see if I can find anything else, but maybe that's how your daughter came down. Well, it does make my heart good knowing she's here, but I don't know if she'd come down with a whole bunch of fellows in a flying machine. But they've been seen around. It's not the first time either. Connor's gone back and forth more times than a tennis match on the border here, so they might be looking for retribution themselves.
Well, these Pinkertons are here.
Oh, yeah, there's known about it. Gray Boy's been looking around, but again, they've eased up a lot lately in the last few weeks, ever since Connor took charge. That's not been a priority.
But what about the Pinkertons?
They're outside of town. They know about it, but the generals calmed him down, saying, well, we looked into it. They're not really around here. Now that I know that is a fucking lie. They're here. And the general's covering up for whatever reason.
Which generals are talking
The one you met.
Hemlock.
Hemlock.
But he's not a part of the regular military.
No. But he's like Custer. I mean, he's got huge influence. So it's like, it's like The Rock comes in and says, hey, the people's general's not going to see anything.
He's telling the regular military?
Yeah.
Okay, he's okay.
He's telling the military, we looked into it. We're looking into the city. The militia's finding it. We're not finding them yet. she knows they're not even looking for him in town.
Okay.
So yeah, so there's something fishy going on there. Maybe he's not done playing tennis. A little bit. She comes back. He's like, yes, I have found where she's at. She is at the Black Pearl. That is copyrighted. It's not a.
Yes, and don't call it the
Yes,
White Tiger.
it's been pirated.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are you sure? You damn, you beat me to it. I was gonna say, are you sure it's not the White Tiger?
Just call it the Black Dragon.
Huh?
That Black Dragon.
Okay, all right.
Franchise.
Yeah, it's franchise like the Green Dragon.
Oh, true, Black Dragon. We'll call it Black Dragon. But I did have the White Pearl. But
That would
gonna
be
say
the
that.
White Tiger. Said the White Tiger would.
yeah. And she's like, no, I said, no, let's go to the Black Dragon. All right. Well, then she's at the main headquarters, which is not good because that's where Lopan would be.
Well, I get,
It's so much easier, right?
Maybe we can talk to him.
She got moved there recently when Lopan came to town. That's what she said. When she got moved to town, she got moved there.
Bartering chip for Connor. Maybe if we can. I don't know what he's looking for that Connor has. Probably the arrangement's going to be he'll let the girl go if we get that for him.
maybe he's looking for the same thing that Kano was looking for.
Could be. Or maybe it's something totally different.
To find it first.
Maybe he's got two green-eyed girls he's going to marry.
You found.
Green-eyed girl.
Sorry, you will marry both of them.
And become flesh again.
Martha, you are flesh.
Oh, we're going too far.
I know. I was gonna see it. Damn it, you speakers! Like I was gonna say the right thing.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
awesome. Though. I'm glad you knew it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Anyway, yes.
It's a John Carpenter film, of course.
Yeah. So he says that I can make sure that my girls are all around there. I can, if you can describe your daughter, I can see if she's about town too. He kind of eyes her, scrutinizes her a little bit.
So maybe you should just allow her to do her own thing.
And he's like, I think that's why. But thank you.
She
Well, I'd
means
definitely like to meet her someday. Old Cobb actually has a family. And they already settled down long enough. Oh, wait, you didn't you? You probably ran away like the child you've always been. And God, Bogart kind of takes a little step back and was like, yes, that hurt, but it's true. I've always been a coward. I'll admit that. But you know why, Molly? And why is that? You scared, Bo? No. 'Cause I was too scared to be what I thought I really was. And I will clean your
Your pipes.
Your pipes out so well. It's me, Mario. I'm a Mario. I'm not the Bo.
The Mario.
Mario T. Johnson.
Mario P. Johnson.
But no, yeah, he was like, I just know I've embraced who I really am. And that's bad and that's good. But these gentlemen helped me be that way, and so did my kid.
As Olaf wipes a tear from his eye.
But yes. Those boobs are so nice. But yes, no. He's like, well, maybe people can change. Don't make me out for last evening. Well, I'll put some money on you, gentlemen. How's that?
Possible.
Well, how should we proceed?
We can get a talk with these people.
I'd like some Chinese food.
I can see about that if you wish.
We'd be appreciative.
I'll see it done. Although we do have a rivalry, that is one good thing that Kylie is. She is honorable and does take such things as truth.
That's what this fella said about Lopan. I hope it's true. Their families were each other's throats, but some sort of matter of honor.
Then they'll honor it.
Interesting.
Do you wish to meet there, or do you want to meet somewhere else?
prefer somewhere else.
Yeah.
Don't really want to meet on their home turf.
Well, I'm just saying, I doubt to bring the girl with them. But if you want to do
We
something,
can at least talk, as long as Connor doesn't have her yet. That's the main thing.
I can arrange something for you. All right. Well, would you gentlemen like to relax for a little bit? Well, take a little bit for this to happen. Any way you see it necessary.
When did we have to go meet? What's his name? From Lee.
He said he would. He gave you a place to go meet. It was like a. I think it was.
Wax shack.
Watering hole.
The Denny's on 5th Street.
Yeah.
Waffle House on Main.
Yeah, IHOP. All for
there
one-legged
wasn't-
veteran.
there
Nowhere in the
particular
south.
time
Believe me,
or-
it's the Waffle House.
No, just
Yeah,
when you get
that's
to
right.
town, just hopefully somebody will be there to meet you.
Okay. Is there a place we can any stables nearby?
Oh, there's one right next to the hotel here.
Staples? No.
Wow!
Nice.
He is just got he's got him down. Connor's gone. I'm telling you, they're gonna
Yeah.
merge, and it's gonna be like
Outside of town.
Yeah,
there's
Staples and
Dollar
Waffle
General
House. There's like $6 general coming.
$6 general.
General Walmart showed up.
Walmart. Now listen here, Mr. Lee. I'm gonna. All right. Okay. But yeah, well, you gentlemen relax, and if you need any sort of other relaxation, I can have that arranged.
Yeah, have a masseuse available.
Of course we do.
Happy ending?
Minus the happy end.
You have a.
I'd really like to have a sad ending. So
She's
she
like,
can
she
stab
kind of
me
like frowns.
afterwards.
She's like, Adim, would you be happy
What?
to do?
You might want a little bit of work on your leg.
She's like, I will take care of
What
it.
about my leg?
Massage therapist to help your leg.
What the hell is that?
She'll show you. She knows what I'm talking
She's like, this way.
I'm sure she will show me something, but
about. No,
Yeah, I probably
it's
won't
nothing,
like
it's nothing
it.
sexual, friend. Just go back and work on your leg a little bit.
I'll be just fine.
You got a hurt leg?
Good enough. Because besides, I got a good place to go.
Oh, I forgot. Pardon.
She's like, well, this way. But wait. And she kind of like picks up a card. Ooh. Puts one more down. So if you 15, that's 3 pass, right? So you use 3 extra cards.
Well, the target number is 5, so 10, 15. She gets 2 extra cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And this is the dark-haired girl?
Yeah.
Magic. Black lightning.
Like lightning.
Black magic woman.
Black magic woman. Where is
No,
that?
no, big. Welcome
Punch.
again. Go to our link tree.
Linktree.
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 Link tree.
She kind of puts down a card, like the death.
Hmm.
She kind of pauses for a minute. She's like, someone will die tonight. I was right.
Yeah, she's good.
Someone will die tonight.
Well, that was almost a given.
She goes, her eyes kind of roll up, and she's kind of like,
You would never retrieve the next not my.
I don't know about your friends, Bo.
Are you ready for that massage?
Yeah, you go right ahead.
No, calmly looks. You go first.
You go first.
Nosferatu.
Next time.
Nickel.
Nickel.
The punch.
He goes. He says. She kind of goes a little bit of a trance, and she's like, the balance will go one way, and then back another, and then back another way. You can never trust the balance to be in your favor. And there's a king, and when he has his crown, his people shall come, and the howling shall begin, and the end shall be known. The death, the death, the death. And then she crumbles down to the ground, like kind of shaking.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go downstairs and get the wagon over the stables.
I just see that too. Yeah. All right.
All right. So don't worry, we have other masseuse.
I'll take a rain check.
Well, no, they don't have the tarot card masseuse.
We got work to do. I'll be back later.
Ben says, the Lich King is coming. The Lich King is coming.
Oh.
Good one, bad.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. But she kind of comes to out of that for a minute. She's like, "Did you want your massage now?"
I'll take a rain check, darling. You rest for a while.
Okay, she sits. She kind of shakes her head, but
Colin, we have something to do.
wolves, so many wolves.
Well, I figured we'd stop on by the watering hole.
She's like, "What? What do
Are
you
don't
mean?"
need
are they good wolves or bad wolves?
Wolves in the street, ripping people apart. A
That-
nightmare.
When the king
That would
gets his
be-
crown,
That would be
And
the,
his family.
the general.
General
That has
Himmler,
some.
when the
It's gonna be
King
a
gets
good
his
time to do
crown.
something, I believe.
Did we hear this before we walked out, or are we leave?
If you walked right out, you walked out. But you could have waited
I
because
did.
you.
So I wonder if Connor has something. Maybe Hemlock needs to control the others or something.
Mm-hmm.
King gets-
Remember, Hemlock did say, "Soon I'll have something, and I'll be able to have an army to go to the north."
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he's got to kowtow down to Connor.
And you
Wonder-
remember,
Uh-huh.
Hector was always the guy getting him weird crap
Yeah.
all the time.
I wonder if the same thing Lopan wants.
Now, for Lopan into the werewolf business also, or
Just
just the wannabe.
Well, I don't know. Of course, Connor could have lots of things that lots of people want.
He's been around for a long time, so
It might be something Hemlock wants. It's something totally different that Lopan's gonna ask for.
Hmm.
Maybe he's like the anti-Felix.
Mayhap. Definitely had to check out his sanctuary after all this business is done.
Definitely keep Hemlock from whatever he's doing.
Right.
Interesting.
Well, once in a while, I will let you guys go down, and they do get you a good masseuse. And
But we're doing something else right now.
well, you'll have time. You'll have about an hour or so. But there's a lady that'll come down to rub your shoulders. She rolls a 10. She actually gets the knots out. So you actually feel pretty.
Okay, thank you.
You get like this. Thank you.
I had a stroke.
have any knots.
Let me put the vinegar in the shoulders and I'll take them. Thank you.
So next time we will finish this up. We'll see what happens. We'll go see the Black Dragons, and we'll go from there. Ben, thank you for staying the whole night. Good grief, man.
Yes,
buddy.
thanks again.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Glad,
thanks, man.
you're having fun.
Always
Thank you, everybody else, for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you, Facebook.
Yes.
Make sure you tune in next week.
Yep.
For all the good fun. Don't forget, go to our YouTube channel. Go check out all these games that we record as we're able to get them up.
Yep.
And we do like to hear from everybody. So if you have suggestions,
Yeah.
helpful suggestions, not make
Mhm.
more toast or
Okay.
go screw yourselves. We don't like those.
Well, we like
Go-
suggesting like that. At least it's a comment.
Do our Raconteur Society fans page on Facebook.
Or
And
link tree.
why am I still talking Swedish?
You're in
Go to
character.
our link tree and check out where all we are on the interwebs. You have them.
And hopefully soon we'll be streaming on other stuff too. So, again, thank you guys. Thank you, Ben, as always, bud.
Thank you.
The videos are all dated on YouTube, so you can actually go back to the earliest ones and see how the story has progressed too. Don't forget that.
If Ben ever get past the border, we can always send in one day. So,
Yeah, that'd be fun.
yeah. All right, buddy. All right, everybody. Thank you again.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace out.